cockpit. I had to restart the stream because Smaggle just started screaming the N-word, dude. Smaggle just screamed the N-word on stream, and I had to leave. What's up, Hopeless Peaches? Do I dare go back in that call? It's way too risky. Smaggle's just gonna say the N-word. Yeah, I did shave. Thank you for resubbing for 8 months. Why am I so yawny? So yeah, well, on Augie's stream and debating Prague or whatever the fuck, I'm trying to beat Sonic 3 for the first time. Because I've been in the game, but I haven't gone all the Chaos Emeralds and all that fucking shit. But I also need to research H3 like fit and fitness or whatever. Fucking hell. Dude, did you guys see the comment section on my last video? Who of you guys in the chat saw my last video? Yo, Lizzie, thank you. For the sub of 14 months. Who saw my video yesterday? Let's talk about this for a sec. Yeah, Alright, where's my chat?
So when thinking about big legacy...
Dude, people got mad, dude. This video... What the fuck? People got fucking... Why do you still look deranged? I told you shaving wouldn't help. I told you shaving wouldn't help. I told you guys. It wouldn't help anything. I did it to prove a point, dude. Don't mess with dad community. I didn't even say anything about dad that was like super bad. I just said his content's cringe. And then like people were like, you just don't understand, dad. You don't understand the content. Dude, sorry. Oh, whoa. Wait, why can't I click anywhere? I'm clicking. Hello? Dude, sorry that I don't find this shit entertaining, dude.
Or straight up bad.
Hello, subscribers. Dadbot here. Just preparing for the pain party of 2022.
Wow. I just don't get it, dude. Me thinking that's boring and cringe? I just don't get it, dude.
Dude, nothing was as cringe as the press conference. Oh my god, the press conference for this was...
I did praise the boxing later, though. This whole segment is just praise. But I just said, like...
Built for this. I was
that this shit was cringe.
USA, programmed literally to obliterate. And I will obliterate. Matt Watson.
Okay.
Dad, I've heard that you obey the server. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, that is true. I obey the server. The server controls all of you. You don't know. If you watch Dad's YouTube channel, sub to Dad. Dad obeys the YouTube server.
I never said dad was a bad person. I just said it was cringe.
And it has programmed me.
I just didn't like it. Just don't like his content. Like,
You've been specifically programmed to obliterate.
Like, the issue is that people thought this video was like an expose, but it was literally just me like saying my experience on watching the event and leading up to it. I wasn't hyped, and then I was explaining the reasons why, and people were like, you just don't get dad. You're pretty disrespectful to dad. Like, there's some people getting like really mad, dude. And like disliking. I like that everyone agrees is just one of Boblax's bad takes. It says just my opinion, whatever. Someone's like, you mean terrible opinion. I'm like, sorry, I don't like someone's content. Nah, you don't get it. You just don't want to do further research to get what it's about. What? I know what it's about. I just don't give a fuck. And people are like, and people are saying shit like, you just wanted, because, okay, so in iDubbbz's video talking about the creator clash, and I watched iDubbbz's video on stream, I'm pretty sure, and I agreed with a lot of what he said. He was like, oh, I don't like the fake, like, Jake Paul, like, TikTok versus YouTubers event where they were all, like, making fake beef and, like, pushing fake beef to the point where it was, like, not funny and cringe. And I agree. Sorry, I'm tired. I think Creator Clash far exceeded the Jake Paul and KSI fight, even in promotion, potentially, right? Well, maybe not Jake Paul versus KSI, but definitely the YouTuber versus TikToking boxing event. I don't know. I'm not a fan of boxing events. I definitely think Creator Clash did the best one, but so in iDubbbz's video, he was saying, like, that's all cringe or whatever, and I don't want to be, like, a drama event with, like, fake beef and fake drama or whatever. And I agree. But everyone thinks because I was, like, criticizing the event and the promotion of it, that's what I wanted. Like, I was going against iDubbbz. Like, this was an exposed video of iDubbbz or responding to iDubbbz. So just regurgitating iDubbbz's points and applying it to me when what I was saying in that video clearly wasn't that I want it to be like the Jake Paul fight. And it's literally proven that the event promotion was lackluster because so many people didn't even know it was happening, and it was happening until the day of. The promotion was lackluster, and it can be proven. And sorry in the video that I didn't go, like, point by point by point and, like, definitively prove that was the case. Because I was just giving my opinion. I wasn't trying to prove everything without a shadow of a doubt. If this was, like, a video where I was trying to, like, you know, argue against someone, then yeah, I would prove it without a shadow of a doubt. But I was just sharing my opinion. And I guess most of my videos haven't been that. It's always been, like, proving a point definitively. So people thought that I was trying. I need to, like, hardcore back up my points that the promotion was, like, lackluster when it was just an opinion video. I don't know. I just said the shit was cringe.
Watson as a boxer.
Yes, there are over 2,000 bots in the facility, and I am model number -2, and I am programmed to obliterate Matt Watson.
Right.
Oh, I just don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. Okay, I get he's doing, like, an ARG, right? Or, like, his whole channel is, like, a performance that you're trying to, like, dissect what it's about, and it's kind of like an ongoing movie or whatever, right? And he implemented it into the fight. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. It's more so, well, I was saying it's cringe, and I don't personally like it. But but that wasn't why like, me thinking that is cringe and the promotion of the event being bad. Maybe I didn't explain it in the video, but those are, like, two completely separate criticisms. Like, the promotion of the event was bad because none of the creators outside of, like, Harley and Ego Raptor and a couple other creators, and maybe, like, AB, I think AB did a good job of promoting it with the position he had, being a co-host of H3 Podcast. I don't think a lot of the creators did a good job promoting the event. I think a lot of Odd Ones Out fans didn't even know he was boxing. I think a bunch of Superman, just not a lot of people knew about the event outside the hardcore fans of each individual fan base. But I don't know. Just the comments really kind of triggered me, dude. You clearly don't understand the point. You have no idea about any of these YouTubers. What? The video wasn't even, like, aggressive either. Good video, but dislike because of Keemstar. The entire video was just, Dad is cringe, his fight is good. There's nothing. Yeah, That's what the video was about. Dad is cringe, but his fight was good. That was. Does there need to be anything else? I did talk about the event like a little more than just that. I just decided to focus on one thing. You know, I could have. If I was talking about the event overall, I definitely would have made the video longer. I don't know. I just want to talk about that particular opinion because I'm trying to like make an effort to just like say my opinions that I have in my head more out loud through content creation. That's what I want to do because, you know, I want to upload more. I don't know. I am low-key coping. These comments kind of like I just don't get the backlash. I just don't get it. People are mad that I called Dad a small channel. He is a small channel. He has more subs than me, but his views are much lower. Like, he gets like 30K a video. I just found the video boring. That's fine. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it makes me, like, the reactions make me feel like I was too negative in the video, but when I watch it back, maybe, like, in my tone in the beginning, I was, like, too negative, but I didn't feel like I was too negative. I don't know. Being friends with Keemstar explains your normie L takes. Like, I think they're trying to, like, they see there being, like, an iDub side and a Keemstar side, and that I'm all, like, on the Keemstar side. I don't know. I feel like I like to take criticism and apply it to my content, and maybe I'll be like, I don't know, maybe I should have mentioned, like, represented more of, like, the other side or whatever, or been, like, less aggressive or something. I don't know. I really don't know what to take out of the reaction to this video. Like, people are saying they got, like, real big hater vibes from it, when I don't know. I thought I was, like, very, like, positive in this video, but whatever.
What's up, my nigga Boblax?
Yo, what's up, dude? I'll stop ranting about this if you guys want me to. I don't know. My mind's kind of all over the place with this shit, dude. I was thinking of making like a stream or a video addressing the criticisms, but I think I'm just gonna fucking move on, dude. It's funny saying Dad should reinvent himself to Dad from Hell or some kind of horror thing, knowing the plot of the ARG series is actually part of that. Like, people are saying, like, I should have known, like, the plot of, like, Dad or whatever. I was just saying, like, at face value, as a fan of iDubbbz in the commentary community, that was my reaction to the event going up into it. And, like, Dad was probably the most prominent, was the most weird person added to the card. You know, I was just trying to emphasize, like, that there was a bunch of random people added to the card, seemingly random, like Let's Players and financial YouTubers or whatever. And an ARG guy being added to the event was just weird and random. It turned out well, but you wouldn't expect an ARG YouTuber to be in a boxing match. And when your primary promotion of the boxing event is these weird ARG videos because the other people with bigger audiences aren't properly promoting the event, yeah, the hype for it is going to be low. Not specifically, maybe I honed in on the Dad stuff too much, but the hype for it was low. And I brought in Keemstar. I showed the Keemstar, me talking with Keemstar as an example of that. Maybe I should have given another example. I know Brandon Buckingham talked about it a little bit on the show, and on like Augie's show, and there's other people I know like in DM group chats who have like said similar sentiments. Have you watched his dance videos? No. Yeah, it just bothers me when people are like, I lost respect for you, or like, you usually have good takes, but this is like really hateful. I just don't like, people can disagree with me, right? And like dad and stuff. I think that's great if you like the dad content. It's just when people say like, you know, like slow news day, or like I'm just making this content to like shit on people, or just intentionally like misrepresenting what I'm saying in the video, saying like I'm like a huge fucking hater or some shit. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just annoying. But maybe I'm coping a little too much. I'm probably coping a little too much. There's so much shit to talk about in the Creator Clash, though. Like, I could definitely make another video. Like, someone said the Sam Hyde situation. I didn't talk about that at all. And I have this other fight to talk about. I don't know. You were fair, thank you. I was just really excited to, like, you know, get into, just making content on, like, opinions that I'm, like, that are really niche, but, like, I'm really passionate about. Like, Dad and Creator Clash, like, such a fucking particular thing, you know? Just, like, one person out of, like, the 20 people who fought, just, like, honing in on one little thing and talking about it. I was just excited to do that, and then, like, the reaction is, like, oh, you're being unfair, you're being too biased. Yeah, I'm giving my opinion. Like, is this really the reaction to me giving an opinion that people disagree with? Because, like, if so, like, kind of disappointed. I don't know. But maybe I just need to upload more or opinion videos or something. Maybe people just aren't used to it. I don't know. I felt like I was more harsh in the, in this video, the Def Noodles one. Well, I thought it was more harsh. I thought it was more harsh in the Beast Trigger video, honestly. I thought it was more harsh in the Beast Trigger video. And Beast Trigger doesn't necessarily deserve, like, hate or whatever. And I didn't intend to send hate to him. Neither do I intend to send hate to Dad, but I was definitely more harsh in the Beast Trigger video. And then there was a lot of people in the video who were like, oh, you were talking with Keemstar? Why are you talking with that rat? But then I make videos on Ethan Klein, and people are like, oh, Ethan Klein sucks. And then, like, other videos, I see people comment, like, I love Keemstar, whatever. So I'm just confused. Like, who am I trying to appeal to? I have this hodgepodge. Like, it feels like if I give any opinion outside of just reading tweets, I'm striking a nerve with some type of, like, some portion of my fan base that I have. And, yeah, I don't know. I lost, like, 100 subs off that video, so it's, like, a little triggering. But, I mean, 100 isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things. I think I'm just being sensitive. Are we getting a 300k sub special? No, I don't think so. I'll make a tweet about it, though. But yeah, what did you guys like about the video? Or did you guys watch the video? And if you did, like, did you like it or dislike it? Because I trust you guys in the comments to just be more, or in this stream chat to just be a little more reasonable when it comes to any criticism. Because if there's bad parts of the video, like, I'll definitely try to, like, keep that in mind for the future. Like, maybe I just didn't, like, show, like, the other perspective as much. Because usually when I talk about my opinions, I'm like, well, you know, even if that, you know, I still think that, even if, and then I bring up the counterpoint. Which I kind of did in that video. I was like, you know, even though I sympathize with iDubbbz not being able to get, you know, rice scum or something, like, the doctor choice is still random. And I don't necessarily have a problem with the choices he made. I was just more saying that the choices he made doesn't induce hype inherently. So, because of that, they probably should have worked more on promotion. I probably should have said it like that. I don't think I said it like that in the video, but like the fighters, like if the fighters were like H3 versus Keemstar, there's already lore behind them that would automatically have hype applied to the matchup. But if it's like, I don't know, AB versus Hondor, right? It's, or like Graham Stephan versus Michael Reeves. There's no rivalry there or whatever. You would have to hype it up. You would have to hype it up from scratch. There's no pre-hype going in. And I think in the event with like the videos and them coming up on stage and like the announcement Akinola was doing, like in the red corner we have blah 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 blah, and giving the synopsis of what the creator is, and then like the training video and like the little interview they do before they walked up on stage, like Estefan did. I think that's how you say his name. That remedied that issue. All of my issues were remedied in the actual event. But what I was saying is that issues should have been remedied before the event to get people hyped up for the event, and then it maybe would have resulted in more viewership or whatever. I mean, the viewership, iDubbbz hit his goals. At the end of the day, nothing bad happened because of the lack of hype, right? It isn't horrible. I'm not saying anybody should... I'm not calling anyone out. I'm just saying my opinion, you know? And see, usually when I have these opinions in commentary or whatever, like a light opinion on something, I won't make a video on it. Because why would I? But I figured, like, I'm uploading so infrequently now anyway because of the lack of Twitter news, I might as well try and make some more videos that are just like me giving my light opinion, which maybe if I already was daily uploading, this type of video wouldn't have come as like a big, like, to some people, but... Because usually there would have to be more seriousness behind the topic for me to warrant a video. But I don't know. Like, for example, the H3 versus Fresh and Fitness. Let's look that up. I don't know what's going on with that, like, at all, besides the synopsis that that Augie gave. Does someone have, like, caller exposes Fresh and Fit? So basically what happened, I guess it's like a fan of H3 called in and talked about their experience with Fresh and Fit. So the allegations started on H3 podcast, correct? Because I thought it was allegations that already existed and then H3 covered them and did it poorly. But the allegations originate from...
Hello, how are you?
Oh my god. 8K dislikes? I never thought I'd defend Fresh and Fitness over H3, but what H3 did here is so disgusting, it's beyond anything Fresh and Fitness has done. Whoa. Is this why H3 lost like a shit ton of subs on his podcast channel? Yeah, he lost like a couple K. Like 40K or something, right? Has he talked about the Fresh and Fitness drama since the call-in? Was it on this show? Wait,
Hello.
what show was it on? It was on Off the Rails, and this is After Dark, so this is later. So I guess this is him addressing it later.
Very nice young lady, smart, eloquent, who told us...
We'll listen to this while playing Sonic. I want to catch up on all the Fresh and Fitness stuff. But we can talk about other stuff too if you guys want. I'm sorry, I put on Sonic, dude. I know you guys love Sonic. I'm kind of all over the place. Hope you don't mind. There isn't really much going on besides the Keffel stuff. Yeah, it's like Quantum TV Keffels, I guess. But that's kind of smaller commentary. It's only really Augie and Nick talking about that shit. And then, this, yeah.
Story about how Fit from Fresh and Fit, she doesn't want to characterize it as essay. So out of respect, I won't say that. But let's just say had a really, 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 really bad time with Fit.
Yes.
And they're preparing a response. Here it is. Of course, it's got me in a diaper. You know, which is basically, you can pretty much count on that.
Oh, they already
anytime
responded? Damn.
anyone has anything to say about me. What do you guys think about that diaper fit? Is it a total dunk?
It's a dunk in their world.
It's me in a diaper. They got me.
I mean, yeah.
This dude's never had a girlfriend, and I don't mean, and I'm not trying to say that no one has a girlfriend.
Wait, didn't he make fun of James Charles for, like, buying diapers? It's literally the same joke he made about James Charles, so if he thinks that's like, oh, okay, well, that's a dunk in their world, it's a dunk in your world too if you made it for James Charles. What? You get 6 Chaos Emeralds in Marble Zone Act 1? I didn't know that. I'm trying to get all the Chaos
But this
Emeralds.
guy, whole life is about dating, and this motherfucker never dated. That makes him a fucking loser. Fucking loser. And by what a beta he is. This homie who we were goofing on
Has he actually not dated?
Show.
Has he actually not dated,
the
or
brains and
is
the money?
Oh, really?
H3
Yeah,
just
this
making
guy's a broke
something
idiot.
up to make?
This is the guy that he actually made all the money. She taught us.
Walter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Coconuts in Barbados.
Fucking coconuts in Barbados.
What's wrong with Barbados?
Hey Walter, there's got to be better people.
Yeah, wait. Why is he saying that, like, he never dated? Is that actually true and he's making dating advice videos? If that's not true, and he's just trying to make a joke, he's, like, dunking on him for something that's... If you hate this guy or think this guy's cringe, shouldn't you dunk on him for something he actually did?
People to give you dating advice, like to look up to. How about people that actually had been in a relationship before? To start, me. Talk to me, bro. So anyway, it says false allegations when believe all women goes wrong. Accusations debunked with facts and evidence.
They put the clown emoji on her.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Classy.
The other thing is, they needed a long time to prepare this. It's not even going live till tonight. It's like, bro, you guys getting your story straight or what? Oh wait, they already recorded it. We have a trailer.
No, I think they were just hyping it, I guess.
They went in the studio with girls?
Well, they had an episode yesterday.
Oh, okay, so it's from that.
Yeah.
Apparently they've been deleting comments like crazy. Look at the side. Hey, how dare you censor a bloated corpse? That's her username. So let me see this. Let me catch this trailer. 11 pages. Shout out Def Noodles.
14 pages.
11 pages. Fresh and Fit Podcast say they are being Me Too'd with
This
lies.
announcement right now while y'all are here.
I think, first of all, you have to have some clout and relevance to be Me Too'd. You're not being Me Too'd, bro. Someone just said she had a bad date. I mean, but okay, that's why.
So, guys, we're gonna go ahead and address the bullshit allegations that came in. As y'all know, Ethan let a girl call into the show that had been on the podcast before, and she said a whole bunch of fucking lies. Yeah,
I don't know where she got
fuckery.
all that stuff from, man.
And
I already don't know.
her biggest mistake is she doesn't realize.
What the fuck
I
did
love
he
that.
just
What did they say?
He's the best. No, he's the best. I love him. He just adds so much to the show.
Yeah.
Can we see that again?
He goes, he's like Boomhauer. I don't tell you, man. I tell you what, man. You need to watch that again with pleasure. Did you see the part where we found out he's a Fed?
A Fed, yes. Mm-hmm.
Fucking, this guy's a Fed who worked on the human trafficking department, and he's fucking friends with human traffickers.
Yeah.
What?
Yikes.
Wait, what? Is he calling Fresh and Fit human traffickers now? I'm so confused. What? Is he saying what happened with the girl is analogous to human trafficking? I'm so confused.
What's his
announcement right-
relation to the other guy? They're just friends?
Cobra
Friends?
Tate?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on a bunch of times.
To be
and they
fair,
love
I don't
his
know
act.
anything about this
They
story,
build him
so
up like, you know.
I'm like confused. What are jokes?
here it
And
is.
Why y'all are here.
maybe it's like
So,
my
guys, we're
autism
gonna go
kicking
ahead
in
and
or
address-
something. I don't know, but I'm getting confused on what's like a joke and what's like an actual allegation. Like, did he actually not date people and he's getting dating advice? Did he? Is this guy actually part of like, you know, like FBI or whatever, working with to stop human trafficking? Does he actually think what happened is analogous to human trafficking? Like, I am so confused on like on what is a joke and what isn't. Is that like, am I just like too autistic for this?
The bullshit allegations that came in. As y'all know, Ethan let a girl call into the show that had been on the podcast before, and she said a whole bunch of fucking lies.
Yeah, I
whole
don't know
bunch
where
of
she got
fuckery.
all that stuff from, man.
And
I already don't know.
her biggest.
What the fuck was that?
I understood you said, I don't know where she got all that stuff from, but the second part I
okay,
didn't.
okay.
Boomhauer to the bear. And
I did all that stuff, man, but I did a bit of that.
The Boomhauer to the Bobby.
It's like, you're on a podcast, bro. You can't even speak. You're doing a show where you speak, and you can't speak.
Oh my god, the irony.
Mistake is she doesn't realize that. And I'll tell y'all this: there's a reason she didn't show the text messages. There's a reason why she was very ambiguous in what she did, and there's a reason why she sent screenshots versus the entire conversation. So I got all that stuff because I always keep receipts, and then also.
Listen, if you weren't doing what you're doing, I wouldn't be so paranoid about keeping all the receipts. You know, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'd be like, yo, I better, after that encounter, I better save all the correspondence in case she talks about this.
Also, how do you share somebody a text message conversation other than screenshotting it? I don't really get
Well,
the
he was like,
criticism there.
he expected us to read the totality of all of their texts or something.
How?
I guess she
would have to screenshot it.
Is that? Yeah.
I
think
just don't
I
really-
think what he meant was that.
There was missing context or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, that's what
Okay.
he's saying.
I mean,
By the way, which is why she's so brave for sharing, because the obvious response was going to be this. So
I can't get over the Boomhauer.
come on now, man. Coconuts in Barbados. This is Wednesday. Come on,
Boomhauer
man.
to Bobby hanging.
Come on, on Wednesday, Mike. Yeah, coconut
being
in Barbados on Wednesday, Mike.
Are they being racist just because they're like in Barbados and Barbadians talk like that? Well, I wouldn't know. What the natural dialect and like how people sound in Barbados. But, you know, you can develop accents from being in different places. Literally, if someone moves from one country to another with different accents, like over the years, their accents apply to the country they moved to. Like, oh, it's from the show. Look up King of the. Okay, I'm just confused at these jokes.
I got gotcha, bitch. 11 pages of fucking notes where I got it down to this fucking second, guys. Every single thing she lied about. So I was meticulous about this, man. She's about to take a big fat fucking L because I'll tell y'all this right now. You can't Me Too Myron, baby. You can't. You about to take this L. So what's up?
And then
I'm sure.
You know what? I'm not gonna go on a spiel again of like how Ethan has gone downhill or whatever, but undeniably, like Ethan's target demographic and audience has shifted so like completely in the last like 4 years. like before in 2017, I would watch like every Ethan H3 podcast and like understand what's going on and thoroughly enjoy the conversations. But then just over time, it just like changed into something else. Not saying it's better or worse, but now like I don't even like get half the jokes or like think they're funny anymore. Like the Foot Soldier thing with like the like wiki feed and the like family, like they were doing this thing when like AB was fighting. It was like family, and like with peace and love and like all this like weird stuff. Like I remember like I remember the memes like Vape Nation and shit like that, and like, you know, making fun of Ethan Bradbury and shit like that. I don't know any of this. Like, I'm just completely out of the loop with this like wiki feed. And well, I know about what the wiki feed thing is about. I just don't find it funny. I don't know. I guess like it's not for me anymore.
I don't know how you're going to disprove that you jumped on her in bed. But okay. And I mean, I saw her text message to her friend where she was like scared and said she was crying and stuff. But okay, dude. Right?
And she forgets that like I was there in person, so I actually know what happened versus what you said because
yeah, you're in on it. Why the fuck would I believe you, dumbass? You help separate the friends, you fucking loser.
Obviously, you're gonna put it in your light to make yourself look good, but yo, you capping. Yeah, make this announcement right.
I love him.
We got the text.
Oh, there's more?
We got the proof. We got the pictures. All that shit. Hey, oh, we got witnesses too, by the way. So you're really about to look stupid.
They're coming in tomorrow.
Yep. So when you guys, all I gotta say is this: we learned from
Witnesses? You were in the apartment, just the two of you. What? Who witnessed that?
Meg, right? The Stallion, and we learned from Amber Turd. You can't believe all
Amber
fucking
Turd?
women, and H3 is about to take another L because y'all go ahead and bring the.
Dude, the fucking Amber Turd shit. I don't know anything about like the Amber Heard versus Michael Jackson thing, except I heard that like apparently Amber Heard like shit and fucking like took a big fucking dump in John's bed or something. I don't know, but people saying like me poo and like Amber Turd and stuff. My favorite thing to come out of that is people just saying hashtag me poo. I don't know why. I'm like a fucking child, but I'm like me poo.
This cloud chaser on your show. Let her say a bunch of fuckery 5 months after the fact, thinking we don't got receipts.
And they're reaching, man.
Oh Lord, you about to look stupid tomorrow, bro. So yeah, guys, we got the text.
Unless you have like a camera in your apartment, in every room.
Wait, what? They have to prove a negative? What? Don't you usually have to prove Michael Jackson? Oh yeah, it's Johnny Depp, not Michael Jackson. Okay. Damn, that sucks, Polis. I'm losing my train of thought.
How about 11 pages of handwriting?
I got 11 fucking pages. Y'all about to look dumb.
Isn't that you have to prove an allegation, not that you have to prove that an allegation is false? Well, I mean, they should prove that the allegation is false, but isn't it... if you're making an allegation, shouldn't you have proof? And then, if there is proof, then they can, like, try and prove it false? Because if someone just says shit, like, Augie says, like, I don't know, Boblax called me the N-word at fucking Creator Clash or whatever, and then shows no proof, like what? Like, prove that, like... Or like, Augie spat on me in Tampa. Like, okay, where's the proof? Like, I don't need proof, you need to prove that you didn't spit on me. Like, what? That makes no sense. How do I prove that I didn't spit on you? It literally just doesn't make any sense.
As hell. My guess for his evidence is just gonna be that it's like text where she's being nice to him. where she's being like somewhat receptive and saying like, let's hang out or something.
Well, I mean, she said as much in the conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole thing.
So I think that's it. He's gonna be like, look, she said she wanted to hang out. Look, she was being nice to me here. She's obviously lying. You know, I think that's basically all he's got.
I guess we'll see.
17 pages.
No, we got 11 pages.
Come on now, that man. Dude spends all this time with women and he can't get a girlfriend. How fucking sick are you?
Wait, what?
You can't get any girl to date you because you're so repulsive. That's nuts. Man.
It is Wednesday, man.
It is, bro, man. It is Wednesday. Shit. Anyway, so that's.
Wait,
I
why
guess,
did he say shit in that way?
Obviously, I don't recommend anyone watch the show because I don't want to give them views. But
I don't
if anything
recommend.
interesting-
Yeah, I don't recommend anyone hear the other side of the argument because they suck. What? Even if I'm fighting with Deaf Noodles or whatever, right? Like 6 months ago, how I did. I would recommend people watch Deaf Noodles' video in full and watch my videos in full and come to their own conclusion. Like what?
Comes out of it.
Does he not care about
We'll report on it,
being
obviously.
objective and stuff?
Thank you.
Don't watch The Defense, by the way.
Ace Family, by the way. The Ace Family's house finally sold.
Okay, so that's the response. So H3's doubling down, even though there's been big backlash from the fans. He's probably made some other streams I don't know, trying to bow down to the fans or whatever. Just like how I tried to bow down to the dad fans earlier in the stream and I was coping. He's probably coping in streams too. No way he wasn't. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
This is 53 minutes. This is the thing that everyone hates. I don't know what episode this is from. Does it link the original episode? Yeah. It's from May 11th. So this is actually a pretty old shit thing. Former guest calls in.
Background there, but who we have calling in today is this really interesting woman who is one of these guests on the panels. She appeared on the January 22nd episode called Can a Man or Woman Have a Side Piece? Great discussion. She was 19 at the time. She was invited onto the podcast, and she didn't know who they were. At the time she was on the podcast, she was 19. Okay. Fit was 35, and Fresh was 28. Her friend had been seeing Fresh, and our guest flew down to Miami to visit her friend. Walter invited them. Walter's Fresh. Walter invited them on the podcast and told her.
Fresh, right? Yes. I got them confused. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Fresh employees encouraged all the girls to drink before and during the podcast. That's interesting. She was 19. Upon arriving, the
Oh yeah, drinking is illegal under 21. Even though, okay, does anyone think it's more okay? I need you guys. A lot of you guys are probably American in chat, so maybe you can understand or have this point of view that I don't think people I disagree with. Do people literally think it's morally wrong for someone in between the age of 18 and 21 to drink? If an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old is drinking, are you oh, that's so immoral? Oh my god, it's gonna erode their brain. That's just super immoral. That's just as bad as giving an 8-year-old vodka. Do people actually think that? Having a 19-year-old be drunk is as bad as having an 8-year-old be drunk? That's really fucking stupid. And Ethan's progressive, right? Isn't he progressive? If you're progressive, wouldn't you be 4 lowering the drinking age?
Studio, I guess, had to sign. So she signed a media release and was briefed on certain things. Don't interrupt Myron. They tell them that before they go on. What the fridge?
What? Wouldn't there be a media release for most high production podcasts, like, isn't there a media release, like, don't you have to, like, sign, doesn't H3 have people sign stuff before they go on the show, or, I don't know. It doesn't seem like that odd, but I don't know. It really depends what's in it, to be fair.
Well, weird.
Wait for your turn to speak.
To be fair, I am a bit biased against Ethan, so I am maybe just pulling some criticisms out that or questions out that I wouldn't in a scenario where I was more neutral on Ethan. I am still pretty rather neutral on Ethan. I'm just kind of like a bit biased against it. I don't think I'm ever biased against Ethan to the point of like making my arguments ever being like, you know, completely like insane or something like that. But I'm definitely biased a bit against him. But also, people think... So, like... I've been thinking about this a little bit because I was in a... I wonder if Starkilla uploaded that. I was in, like, Starkilla's vlog. I don't know where he's going to upload that. If it's going to be on his channel or H3 channel as, like, a member video or something. It says Creator Clash video coming soon.
Your opponent, AB, you put up a hell of a fight. Is there anything you'd like to say to him?
Yeah, so I guess I'll be in his Creator Clash video. But in it, like, AB says, like, oh, like, there's, like, this divide, kind of like a political divide between right and left, but it's Keemstar versus H3. And he said, Boblax, you lean a bit more towards Keem, and I corrected him, like, no, I'm more, like, in the middle. But the thing is, like, that implies that, like, if I'm against Ethan, then it automatically makes me more pro-Keem, right? And I guess if you're talking about, like, their conflict directly, that would be the case. Like, I'm just talking about the interactions between Ethan and Keem and the dramas that, like, the content nuke and stuff that directly relate to both of them. But honestly, I'm more, like, neutral on Keemstar, against him in some ways, for him in other ways. I'm really, like, kind of mixed and neutral on Keemstar. I'm pretty much neutral on Keemstar, right? And then I'm, like, a bit biased against Ethan. So, does that make me Keem leaning? You know, not really, because with the yeah, maybe I am a bit Keem leaning. I don't know. It just, like, I can dislike one person without meaning that I like the other person to the same proportion that I dislike the other. Because with, like, left and right political leanings, that makes sense. It's, like, all talking about the subject of politics. But these are two individual people with my two individual opinions on them. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's continue.
Shoes in the studio? What has he got? Little cameras down there to get little spy footage of their feet?
What? Okay, that's kind of
And don't
a little
look at
funny.
your chat or camera during.
That might
the
be a
show.
little funny.
I think
I don't know.
that's interesting, but don't interrupt Myron. It's pretty pathetic.
I've said this about Ethan so many times, but there's a reason he's popular. There's a reason we all found him funny 4 years ago. And some of that humor still translates into him today, you know? He definitely has some type of talent to him. But do you fully dislike Ethan Klein? No. I mean, I just explained how I don't, but...
Wait for your turn to speak.
Well, we've seen examples when we've reacted to their content before that when he...
I still think Ethan's way better at making skit content than podcast content.
The one that was
I don't know why
viral
he
was that
continued
girl.
with the podcast.
Right. The dude could,
I think
well,
maybe
anyway, let's talk to
because
her.
it made more money and then also he enjoyed it more, which makes sense. I mean, if you enjoy more and it's making more money, there's no reason to go back to, you know, your older content. I just think that format works a lot better for him. Like, even like now, like if he went back to that format now, maybe I wouldn't like his current videos as much as his older videos, but I think I still like his current skits because he did the skit with like about Dream, which he unfortunately deleted after it got age restricted, which it got age restricted for obvious reasons. He made like a Keemstar puppet, like try and like fondle him or whatever. But I liked that video. I thought that video was funny. I like the original H3TV that was on Twitch. The one where he was like bringing in Twitch streamers and just casually talking with them. Like I think he casually talked with Hassan. He had that like big debate about gambling with like XQC and Trainwrecks. It was basically like an after hours, but for like the bigger community, like a bigger after hours, you know, where we could have XQC casually come on and Trainwrecks casually come on. I really liked his initial H3TV on Twitch, but then he dropped it and like he still has the H3TV thing, but the show isn't really what it was for the first episode. So, is Ethan low-key a fan of you? I don't know. I know H3's staff and AB are low-key a fan of me. I don't know about Ethan himself. We need more videos. Can you say a slur to someone and then do Twitter versus Boblack's video? That'd be funny.
Because she has a lot of interesting.
All right, I emailed her a
insights.
moment ago with the link and said hop on. So just waiting for her to jump on the call.
Oh, she's not ready.
Should be here any second now, but yeah, don't have her yet.
Is she in the lobby?
No.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, record scratch moment. Well, apparently, let's see what's on his Fed.
Yeah, let's explore it a little
channel. Man, I love that his YouTube channel got him fired. Fed it.
His YouTube channel got on fire? What kind of content do they even make?
Let's sort by
Isn't it
most
like
popular.
Alpha Bro content or something?
Most popular upload. Why King Von would
Maybe
spend
their
life
content
in
is
prison
cringe.
alive.
You know, I've never watched Fresh and Fit. You know, if Ethan was just like... Ethan should have stuck to just like making fun of their content instead of attacking them as a person. It was just... I don't know if you guys would listen to the Preg debate I had with Nick a couple hours ago. But it's like what... Preg was saying everyone's like attacking Jellybean. I'm like, no, they're not attacking Jellybean. They're just calling your content cringe, but not really attacking Jellybean as a person. That's what... Oh, my Sonic gameplay output's frozen? Damn. That's what, Thanks for letting me know, E-Bob. That's what Ethan should do with Fresh and Fit. Just make fun of their content, but not them as a person, and try to like get all these like... I don't know how the girl came onto the show. Did the girl reach out to them? Maybe. I mean, if the girl reached out to them, maybe they're obligated to listen. Maybe the issue is like Ethan like believing it. Like you can listen to the story, but not necessarily co-sign it right away. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of what people were accusing Gabby Hanna of with Jesse Smiles. If anyone remembers that situation, because Jesse was like, oh, you listened to my rapist and you supported my rapist just because, like, she listened to, because, like, her rapist, Curtis Lepore, like, stopped Gabby at a party and, like, talked about it with her. And Gabby didn't, like, walk away. She actually, like, listened to his side of the story. She didn't agree with it, obviously. I think she called him out right after. But she, like, listened to him. And then Jesse Smiles was like, oh, you support my rapist or whatever. What Jesse accused Gabby of doing is what H3 actually is doing. So, like, H3's listening to the testimony, but instead of, like, just listening to it and taking it in and maybe being opposed to it or asking questions or, you know, just taking it with, like, a grain of salt or whatever, he, like, believes it 100% just straight up outright. Which is what Gabby was accused of doing.
To be honest, I don't know any of these people he's talking about. Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, love your insight. I'm sure you have a really good insight on that one.
What?
He's the only guy being like, Jeffrey Epstein was 100% innocent.
Oh, no.
And I know it because I'm a federal agent. That man did absolutely nothing wrong, and I've been to his island many times, and I never saw anything out of sorts there.
So she is in the lobby if you'd like me to.
All right, let's do it.
All right, 1 second.
I don't know. Maybe Fresh and Fit did fuck up a lot, though. Maybe the allegations aren't
Hello.
false, you know?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Very
I don't know
good.
yet.
Thanks for calling.
I literally don't know yet.
Yes, of course. I've been a big fan for a while, so it was convenient that I went on Fresh and Fit. So.
Thank you so much. So basically, this was January, the beginning of the year. Oh, I can hear myself. Am I on speaker or something? You're coming in real nice and crispy.
Hold on, I have my earpods. with
Whoa,
me. I
was
have to
that
put my
SA?
AirPods in.
Okay.
Whoa,
Yeah,
nice
that'd be
and
great.
crispy? Whoa. Just kidding.
Yeah, so
I'm hilarious, by the way.
let me know when you're all situated there.
Can you guys hear me better now?
You sound great. Yeah, I think the echo's gone. So you appeared at the beginning of the year. Now, how did you end up on the show?
So basically what had happened was I had, she's my best friend, one of my best friends. She lived out where I live in right now. I live in New Jersey. So she moved out to Miami around like November, September of last year. And when she moved out to Miami, she was like, she had her own apartment. So she was looking for something to financially like support her. So she went on this site where it was like a dating type of site. And, you know,
Wait.
it was for finding.
She went on a dating site just to get financially stable, bruh.
Financially, you know,
Sugar
like
daddy.
relationships. Yeah.
All right.
And so she met Fresh on that site.
Dude, that's
A
awesome.
sugar daddy site?
Yeah, I'm
Is it
pretty sure they
specifically a
previously
sugar
had gotten
daddy
exposed
site?
for that. Like I think a year ago, how they had like a whole dating show, but they were found on this app, so it was kind of contradicting. But she had hung out with him a few times, but it was mostly like they were more friends than anything. So she got pretty close with him, and she ended up flying me out to Miami to visit her for about like a few days. And that's when I had met Fresh myself. So I'm not gonna lie, like he is a very nice person. In
Fresh
person.
seems very
So-
nice. I mean, he just, he's just kind of there, right? I mean, he's not a very sharp guy, and God bless him for that, right?
Yeah, and we also found out that he actually owns the podcast. It's not Myron. Myron's fit, by the way.
Okay, so we
Why
actually
does that
maybe you
matter?
can shed light on some questions we had because we noticed that Fresh had a lot more followers, and he seems to be wealthy. And I was wondering
Yes,
how did he get? What's his background?
So basically, what had also, by the way, like I spoke to Sam before I came on, but the reason why I called in was because I saw your videos for a while, and you guys were asking questions that like I knew the answers to, and I was like, I have to call you guys in.
Mhm.
But basically,
Okay. So she's calling in not to make like accusations against Fresh, but she's calling in to be like, oh, I have some funny stories about Fresh that are like embarrassing or whatever, and you were asking questions about, oh, is he like fucking cringe or whatever, and or just, is he blank or does he do blank, and I have the answers to that. So it was more of that. She didn't even come in to like make an accusation, but I guess H3 turned it into that. We gotta keep listening.
he's the one that recruits, like him and his team recruit the girls, but it's mostly like Walter that goes to like these events at clubs. So he goes to the clubs and he's the one that goes out there to like, I guess like advertise them and stuff. I don't know exactly I don't know, but he's the one that goes out, and Myron just like stays behind at home and doesn't really do anything. So like Walter, yeah.
That's so Fresh is actually the brains behind the operation. He's the secret
Yeah.
mastermind. He's the genius. He's running the operation.
Is it a secret though? It's like both of their shows.
I mean,
It's called
Coconuts
Fresh
and
and Fit,
Barbados,
right?
man. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes out, and the craziest part too is that he went out to clubs, and my friend had tagged along with him a few times because he invited her out with him, but he doesn't drink, neither does Myron, but they go out to these clubs to like, I guess like speak to people, and like they don't drink like a sip of liquor, like they refuse to.
That's
really
so fucked
odd.
up. Well, you
Wait,
know
how's
why.
it
They're
fucked?
trying to
Wait,
find drunk
whoa!
girls.
How is it fucked up? Wait, what? To not drink alcohol? How's that fucked up? Wait, what? It's weird. It's really weird. But what is the implication that he's like going to bars to like? Wait, what? I don't understand like how not drinking alcohol is discussed. It's weird, but
To take advantage
Yeah,
of.
of course.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
I
that's
was-
so creepy.
so he's
Yeah.
going to bars just to take advantage of people? Well, if it's consensual, it's not taking advantage. Don't people go to bars to meet up with people all the time? Or like meet new people all the time? It sounds like they use these places to network. It's a little weird, but it's not creepy, I don't think.
But when I had flown out to Miami, my first day there, I slept the whole day. But my second day, me and her had gone out to like a little hotel pool party. And after that, he invited us back to his apartment to have like just to hang out with him and stuff. Because I had talked to him over the phone a few times. But when we went to his apartment, we spoke to him. I met.
Wait, what is weird though? Something I just connected. What is really weird though, is they said prior to her calling in, and maybe she'll mention it as well, is that she would get, or they tried to get her and her friend drunk for the show, but they don't drink alcohol at all. Now that's really weird. Trying to get like other people drunk without being drunk yourself, that's just, no matter what age or gender or whatever you are, obviously with different age and gender combos and circumstances making it better or worse, but just baseline, it's really weird. It's really weird, even baseline. Like, even, like, if it's your bros and you want to see your homie get drunk, but you don't want to get drunk with them, like, that's still really weird. Obviously not as bad as some other circumstances that could arise, but...
His dog and stuff. He was very cool, down to earth. And then my friend had asked like if we could be on the podcast, and he was like, "Okay, like you guys
Have
can
you
come on."
seen Fresh and Fit?
So
No,
we went
I
on
haven't.
like 2 days later, and then that's when I had my whole experience, like before, during, and after on the podcast.
So
But
what I'm hearing so far is Fresh is the brains. He's actually a sweet guy, which I believe. You know, I think the whole funny thing that you're touching on is how they complain about women being gold diggers, but they're finding women to date on
Exactly.
on sugar daddy websites. It makes no sense.
Yeah. And
Oh,
like the more I
true,
get into
yeah.
this stuff, like I kind of had like my own debate with Myron off camera. Like it's just like
so far, I think, based on what they're saying, I don't doubt that Fresh and Fitness are cringe. They're probably cringe motherfuckers. They're probably like really good to make a commentary topic on, just in general, commentary video topic. They're probably like a meme and a half, right? But all this like extra like malicious shit, I don't know. I mean, it could be the case, but we need proof for that, right?
they're very, I could say Fit is a very insecure man from my experience
Oh, yeah.
with him. But
Oh, yeah.
but like it's a very hypocritical podcast. I mean, it's already known, but like it's disgusting. I don't know. I just can't stand them.
All right, so tell me about the day, because I know you had some interesting run-ins with Myron, aka Fit. So
Yeah.
tell me about the day of the podcast leading up to it. Let's start there.
So the day of the podcast, they have the podcast in like this apartment building. So when we got there, they basically told us the floor to go up to. So when we got up there, you walk in and right away, like they tell you to stay quiet, like stay silent, you can't speak. And they had
Was
like
the
a
show
segment
live?
going on. Yeah, it was live. So they were
Okay.
telling us to stay quiet. And then that's when they had us fill out like the consent form, like to be on camera. And they told us to take off our shoes. They said that there's no shoes and no vaping, because they said that if you vape, they think the fire alarm's going to go off. And then
That's not true.
after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after that, they finished the segment, and that's when Walter came over to me and my friend, and then all the girls started coming in. And they had like this, I believe he was the sound tech guy, because he kept telling us to speak into the mic, but he told us the rules. So he came up to us and he told us, listen, like when you go on, you have to speak into the mic. You can't interrupt Myron. They said that you can disagree with him until the sun comes up, as long as you wait for your turn and you let him speak. That's what they said. And they said that, no shoes, of course, and you can't look at yourself in the monitor, like, or the chat. And then there was they also took our phones before we went live. Like they took all of our phones in a basket, so we couldn't use our phones.
This guy really
And
thinks
then-
the dude thinks he's like Dave Chappelle or something. Like
It's kind of weird.
like the way they have that
Yeah.
locked down and stuff is pretty incredible for a small time podcast.
Yeah, and so they finished the segment, and then that was the time that we all like mingled with the girls to get to know each other and stuff. And then there was this other guy that worked for him. I just know that he's the one that does the streaming before the live to show people like what's going on behind the scenes and stuff. And he's mostly like the advertiser, like on social media. He just controls, I believe that's what he does. But he came up to me and my friend, and he offered us alcohol. He said,
They
like,
do this because they have 20 girls each podcast? Ah, okay. It's just being professional. I mean, taking away the phones and stuff like that maybe is a bit overboard. I don't know. It's a little weird. I wouldn't say it's like bad or like creepy or anything like that H3 might be implying here, but just it is a bit weird. They used to allow phones. Maybe something happened. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the podcast at all.
Like, do you guys want to drink? And I was like, no, thank you, because like, you know, like I've drank in high school and stuff like that, but I knew I was going on a podcast, so I knew I wanted to be coherent when I was like on live.
So this is before you go on. You're 19 years old, and they're offering you alcohol. That's classy.
Yeah, and then so they offered me a White Claw, so I was like, no, thank you, and they were like, come on. So like I just took the White Claw and I opened it and pretended like, you know, like, oh yeah, I have a White Claw.
Pressured you, in fact, to take an alcoholic beverage. We love that.
Yeah, and then after that, the one
that's
guy,
really
he
weird.
came
The
out with like a
pressuring's
tequila
a
bottle. I don't know where
weird.
he got this bottle from, but he was like, oh, who wants to take?
The pressuring's a little weird unless, you know, maybe they just asked once. Maybe the scenario was like they just asked once and then she felt pressured to do it, but they were like, if she said no like a second time, they wouldn't have actually, you know, put it on her. Maybe it's like a bit of an over-exaggerate. Still, it's a little weird. I'll like start playing it again in a sec, but I just want to like focus on this level and make sure I don't fuck it up. Because it is the last special stage I need to do before I get supersonic, so. But then I also have to do like more stages to get hypersonic, I think, so. Never been like super good at blue spheres, but I've been like practicing it with Sonic Mania, so. I'm getting a bit better at it. Personally, I don't really like these special stages. My favorite Sonic special stages are probably Sonic 2s and Sonic Manias. Sonic Manias is probably my favorite. I mean, Blue Spheres is definitely better than the Sonic 1 special stage, though. Oh my god. Sonic 1's like my favorite classic Sonic game, but the special stages are ass. I mean, CDs are kind of good too, though. Where are the last balls? Where are the fucking balls at, bro? Hello? There they are.
Take a shot with me. And
Oh,
the two other girls were like, no, thank you. And then
up.
he looked over at me and my friend, and he was like, come on, guys, come on. Like, come on, take a shot with me. Don't make me do this by myself. And so my friend was like, you know what, whatever, I'll just do it. So he could stop asking, basically. And
It looks like they
she
were
took the shot
pressured.
with him. And then from there on, like, they just did all the advertising and like taking pictures of us for the thumbnail. And
Yeah, this is
Myron
really
came out,
weird.
and
Wait,
actually, like, he's
What is... I need more context on what the Fresh and Fitness podcast is, because this is seeming like really weird, but maybe... Whoa, Doc on the radio exposed Pegasus? What? Is this like their thing, like getting a bunch of girls on the podcast? Kind of like, I think that's like a thing that like, After Hours, what?
Women are better at stepping out. It's that the side dude knows how to.
Oh, it's like a dating show podcast, and they bring on like a bunch of girls. I don't know why they need to get the girls drunk, though, especially if they don't get drunk. It looks like they're not getting that much backlash from this, though. It looks like all the backlash is on H3. I mean, This is he said it was a small-time podcast, but it's not that small, from what I can see. Yeah, I guess this is like an alpha man, like... Oh yeah, #1 male self-improvement podcast in the world. So it's talking about, like, getting girls and male self-improvement, but they're on, like, dating sites and can't even get a girl. I mean, that is really funny. That is funny, to be fair. That's definitely something to meme on. Yo, thank you so much for gifting subs, man. Are you getting high? No, but I can. If you guys want me to. Right now I'm just covering the Fresh and Fit stuff, so. Yo, but Doc on the radio calling out Pegasus, though?
Time.
Everybody and welcome back. Today we're looking at a combination of Twitter accounts I found. It's gonna be really fun. Smash the like, let's begin.
Man, why do I feel so empty
Yo, what's up, Mike Lopez? Thanks for that sub, man. Or gifting that sub. Hell yeah.
inside? Alright, let's talk about my boy Rajiv over here. Pegasus is
Rajiv?
another YouTuber that does these sort of Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit reaction videos.
Prove you not toxic. Put all 6 of your recent emojis. Okay, a bunch of emojis. 911 airplane 2 tower.
Now, at first, I didn't really have a problem with this dude's content. Pegasus makes these videos talking about the worst post you'll ever see, the tweets that hurt my soul, or imagine embarrassing yourself this bad. And, the dude's out here getting the bag, so, good for him.
Instead, what do? You text only fangirl. Please give me a wooga wooga.
I'm going to end it all in Minecraft. That's where we gotta talk about Pegasus's Twitter. Ironically, he could make a video about himself because of how cringe a lot of his tweets are.
Welcome to Cringe Pics, okay?
What is the ideal life? I don't know. Maybe like having over 900,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's a pretty ideal life, I would say. 900k subs, but still
He has that many. Wait, he has that many subs? Damn, he's grown a lot.
no bitches. Well, shit. How do you meet people, bruh? What the fuck is this? How do you meet people? I don't know, go outside. I don't think I've ever been approached in my entire life. I've started every conversation ever. Lol. Kinda sad. I'm so awkward, I just want to die in any social situation. Bro.
He's down bad, bro. It's a shame.
This is so gay, dude. What am I reading? Man, why do I feel so empty inside? Jesus Christ, man. We just went from fucking 0 to 100 real quick. Holy shit. I literally don't get enjoyment from anything nowadays. What do? These are some of the worst posts I've ever seen. You should just log off from the internet for a while, man. I don't know what else to say.
Right
Surely
now.
you can't be depressed on the weekend, right? Wow, these tweets just hurt my soul. You people actually have lives? Thought we all suffering together. What? You people actually have lives? Dude, what do you...
What's going on? I might need a DM fucking Pegasus.
We'll be on Twitter. Anyone else randomly get sad at night when it's super quiet? Wow, that's really dark. Okay. And everyone's asleep and you start thinking a bunch and nothing's going on and you don't really want to sleep, but you kind of have to. Hey, yo, reminder to stay happy, fellas. Nothing's really worth stressing out over. Like, I know that being on YouTube is your job, and that's how you earn your income.
Thanks for the sub, man. Doc on the radio. Yeah, as Smaggle would call it. This is kind of cringe, what he's posting online, but it just seems like he's going through a rough time. I kind of want to reach out to him now, Pegasus.
Right, but what's not to say you can go outside, enjoy life, go hang out, make some friends, meet some new people. Right, enjoy life. There's life outside of the computer, outside of your OBS software, your recording studio. If you're gonna make content about the worst posts on Twitter or like cringiest pictures on Reddit, then don't post cringe online. You're literally being a hypocrite, dude. You're being cringe. Okay, I'm putting you in a cringe compilation right now in my video. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. I could have put in way more tweets from this guy, but I'm just cringing in my chair right now thinking about them. So that's all for now, folks. God bless.
I don't even shoot my shot anymore. I just be like, damn, she's fine as frick, and move on with my life. I got enough problems already. This is resonating on a deep level with the majority of the population right now.
Okay.
Pretty tall.
I'd rather watch H3.
I told Sam this, like, when I was, like, telling her the notes and stuff. He's a very tall person in person. But he came out, and I was, like, not expecting him to look the way he did. And Walter came up to me and he said to me, do you want to go on a double date with me and Myron? And I said, with who? And he said, your friend. So they wanted to go on a double date with my friend, me, and Fresh and Fit. And they said that they wanted to vlog it, and then
vlog it?
I obviously denied. Yeah,
Prank
they were
Invasion
gonna vlog.
vibes. Remember you used to do that?
Yeah, that is Prank Invasion vibes.
So again, you're 19, he's 35, and he's trying to take you out on a date?
So yeah, Walter was the one that approached me on it. Mind you, I didn't say a word to Myron, so I never knew who, I didn't know him in person. I knew him from social media, but he never spoke to me the whole time until we got on the podcast.
Pegasus should chill
Walter
out
came
at
to me
VidCon.
with this
Same with
proposition of we're gonna
AJ.
go on a vlog and it's gonna be a big deal. And
Yo. Ethan should invite me to the H3 podcast when I go to LA. Just saying, dude. Imagine an episode with me and Ethan and we just talk about Keemstar and YouTube drama the entire time. Oh, I'd probably start sucking his ass so hard on live on his stream, dude. I'd probably start fucking gobbling his cock. not intentionally, but you know, my mind would probably want to be like agreeable, and then like I'd probably drop the ball. Let's be real. But it'd be interesting. After you react to this interview, you should react to Idub's new video. I already watched it. There's not really much to say about it. I mean, he said there'd be Creator Clash 2. He talked a little bit about his fight with Mike. He said the documentary's coming soon. I don't know. It's just pretty standard.
I simply was like, no, like I'll pass on it simply because I don't want to be associated with them, like at all. Like,
smart.
So I was like, yeah, I'll think about it. And then after that, Myron came over and he said, can you guys believe Ethan Klein just did a video about us? Da, 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 da. And then that's when I was smiling because I was like, I'm a fan. So I was just thinking,
You're like, I'm gonna end up on his show talking about this.
Yeah.
What, by the way, was he excited or was he like pissed about it?
No. Well, he was like laughing, but the thing with him is like, I don't have my PhD or anything, but I think he's very easy to read, that he laughs over his insecurities. Like, it's so obvious how like, oh yeah, ha, 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 I'm not mad about this, but he clearly is.
Right,
And,
I see.
he like tries to make it, he does it several times when women debate him, he just laughs over it, but he makes himself look 10 times more stupid. But he did it like that. He was like, oh my God, can you believe Ethan? What a guy. He's talking about me, blah, 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 blah. And I was smiling like on the couch and I was next to Walter, and I look over at Walter and I said, so you guys gonna go on the podcast? And he was like, we're gonna think about it. And then that's when I said to Walter, and I said to Walter, well, I actually watched the H3 podcast, so. And he was like, yeah, that guy, yeah, I don't know. They were just very like, they just switched the subject right away. So.
By the way, I just want to note how creepy it is that they're trying to get you group of girls alcoholed up when the two of them don't drink.
Exactly.
So
That's what
messed
I'm
up.
saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. Facts, man.
Not just from like, first of all, they trying to make you guys look dumb on the show and them look smart.
Exactly.
And then he's also trying to take you out on a date. I mean, the whole thing is just weird and inappropriate.
And
a little
vlog it, I guess.
misogynistic.
I don't know why.
And what?
And vlog it, I guess.
Oh yeah, and vlog it, because they got to prove that we're fucking. Yo, we got chicks, bro.
Make sure you guys subscribe.
Yeah.
But so after that, like they started talking about you in the H3 podcast.
Okay, so their whole podcast is about like getting girls and like stuff like. The fact that their audience is like that big is telling. Yo, Pegasus probably is subbed to Fresh and Fit with notifications on and get the tips, dude. Do you think so? You should meet up with Nerd City and talk it out. Sure, I'm down. Not really. I think it's funny to meme on him, but I don't really hate him or anything. I think he's genuinely scared of me, though. I think he's genuinely a little trembling.
They were like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about it today. So they added it to their segment at the end of the show. And that's when I went on the show. They started, and like the whole time I felt like I was sweating because like the monitor is huge, like right next to you. So like I'm trying not to look into this camera. And they start the show. It was very painful to sit through the whole thing because like I knew the whole reason why I wanted to be on the show was because I didn't know who they were until the day before when I did my research, and I was like, I would love to go on this podcast and like make them look stupid in some type of way. And so
Was she able to do
went
that?
on the podcast, and then they did like these questions like, is it okay for a guy to have a side girl? And I was like, no. And then they said the same thing for a girl, like, can a girl have a side guy? And I said, no, like, I think it's equal when you're in a relationship. Like, there's respect.
Fascinating
on both ends.
conversation, by the way.
Yeah,
Is
no,
it
great
okay
discussion.
to cheat on your partner? Go ahead, yes or no.
No, it was a great discussion, like the title. But
Yeah, right.
So they said something in the beginning where like they call it a plant, where they know that I think they picked up on it now. Some girls go on the show to like pretend that they're interested to like debate them. So over some time, I think Myron picked me out of the crowd, and he was like, he made a joke about The Sims. He said that, I think you play The Sims because you want to make it like an all-girl world, like basically calling me a feminist. And
The worst insult, of course, to levy
Yeah, and I
against
was
a
like-
woman.
yeah. And I just laughed, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then when I had said the whole thing about a girl having a side guy and a guy having a side girl, I said, I think that both a man and a woman should be equal in a relationship where you guys need to respect each other. And he basically said, so you think men and women are the same? And I said, no, I don't think
That's
men
so
and women
funny.
are the
That's
same.
dude. The dude is like, he has one trick. He literally just tries to drive every conversation to how men and women are fundamentally different. And anyone that tells you
They
that's
aren't
crazy,
really.
like,
They
I
aren't
see
really
where he's trying to
fundamentally
lead the
different.
conversation in a way where he's comfortable
Yeah.
talking about it.
And he was like, I'm going to take a note of that. We're going to come back to this discussion. And I was like, I don't think men and women are the same, but when it comes to a relationship, it's like you're basically one person at the end of the day. So they're the same. And he was like, I disagree. And the whole, like, after that, like the rest of the podcast, like he would find any time that he could to like sound bite me or like play the soundboard or like do something. And then after that, like I was like over it by the end of the show. But at the end of the podcast, they were reading the super chat. And of course, all of his fans were coming at me the whole time. And they were saying like, oh, she doesn't like biological reality, meaning like, you know, like I don't like the fact that men can cheat and women can't.
Yeah,
And
what's a biological reality? Apparently, on
Yeah.
the in the Fresh and Fit universe, it's just understood by the men, of course. The women, they still haven't got that memo.
You know, I'm definitely getting a biased view of Fresh and Fit from this girl in H3, but even like any over exaggerations aside, like unless they're just fundamentally like straight up lying, which about like the environment of the show, which it doesn't seem to be. That doesn't seem to be the case based on what I've seen. Fresh and Fit, obviously, like I don't believe the allegations because they haven't been proven true, you know, against them, but they're cringe as hell, dude. They're fucking cringy as hell. Also, I might get high. Should I get high for this stream? Because I don't know. I've been high like the last 2 nights and I'm kind of over it, but maybe I should get high. Regardless, I'm going to take a pee. Regardless, I'm going to pee. So, one sec. Guys, the weed drink is here. Now, I was thinking about it, and Ethan is right with this point. Like, the fact the Fresh and Fit guys have, like, 20 girls on their podcast, like, cycling out constantly, and none of them can get into a relationship, like, bruh. Like, not being able to get into a relationship, like, you know, I'd be super hypocritical if I was like, oh, you can't get into a relationship and you're in your 30s. But, like, it depends what scenario you're in, right? Like, these guys, literally their career is being, like, is talking to girls a lot, specifically about dating. You would think that, you know, one of the 100 girls they've brought in would want to, like, date one of the hosts, you know? For, like, long-term relationship. Anyway, got my weed drink. We in it, dude. We'll see how this goes. I don't know how long... Yeah, we'll see how this is. I'll get a little high, dude. I'm actually having fun reacting to this. This drama's kind of interesting.
We're working on that, boys. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I basically just like, that's my time. Like I took it as my time to shine because it was like final thoughts, and they were like, oh, what do you have a rebuttal against that? And I basically said, it's not that I don't like this biological reality. It's the fact that I don't like that your podcast sits here and likes to normalize this thing. And he was like, oh, you think we normalize these things? And I said, yeah, I think you like to sit here and say that men can cheat and women need to get over it. And he went quiet and he said, well, I think women can cheat. And I said, at the end of the day, no one should be sitting here talking about cheating and how it's okay and how I have to deal with it if a man has a Rolls Royce or this and that. Because at the end of the day, no one gives a crap about that. Like, I don't care what you have. All I care about is respect. And then they, and I also had said to him too, like, why do you want to feed into this stereotype that women want money, but you sit here like and feed into it? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I feel like a good way to verify what she's saying is to, you know, take these parts where she's talking about what she said on the podcast and actually watch the podcast and see if it's the same. Because if it's the same, I mean, it doesn't really add... I think it adds maybe a bit more validity to the stuff that can't be confirmed, right? Like her allegations. I think it might add a little bit of... You know, it won't guarantee that she's telling the truth about it, but it would at least show that, like, the way she tells stories isn't in an over-exaggerated way. We'd have to cross-reference that. I probably won't do it on stream, but if I make a video about this, I'll definitely cross-reference that. I want to make a video on this, but it's like, it's just going to take so much work. But I mean, if I'm not working on anything else in the meantime, like, might as well, right?
Makes sense to me, but
well, the double standard to me that's always funny is like, they want a young, beautiful, perfect-bodied woman, right? That's all they care about. They want them dumb and young. And so if a woman wants you for your money, what's the fucking difference between the two?
Yeah, no, it's. But he said something along that line during the podcast where, well, those are my standards, and like he said that he basically says the same thing that he did for the Australian people, where he said open on my end, closed on yours. Like that's his whole mindset. And it's just embarrassing. But it was just funny to see like my experience with him afterwards, which was after the show ended, they gave us a ride home. So we had gotten into the car, and they closed off the podcast talking about you. They said, oh, well, this guy just challenged us. And also, by the way, they subscribe to you. They're subscribed to the H3 podcast.
Of course they are. And by the way, that invite is still open, which they're too cowardly to accept. It's pathetic at this point.
Well,
they should go on, now that there's been these allegations, they should go on H3's podcast and debate it, or H3 go on their podcast. I know it's like, oh, I don't want to give the other side views or whatever, but at this point everyone knows the conflict between each other. It'll just be interesting and profitable from both sides.
Oh yeah, we're going to take on the challenge. When they said it on live, we had gotten into the car afterwards, and it was me, my friend, Fresh and Fit, and then another girl from the show. And as we were driving back to my friend's apartment, they started talking. I basically brought it up, and I was like, so you guys are going to debate Ethan? And they said, nah, we're not going to do it. Like, he's just going to make fun of us the whole time. And I was like, I don't think he would do that. But
me?
Like,
I would never do that.
Yeah.
Where he'd make fun of them,
I actually am.
he'd let
I
them
am
speak,
genuinely
probably.
interested in having.
Well, actually, I don't know.
Discussing these.
Ethan has never really been in like a one-on-one like hardcore debate before, right? Except for I guess he was with like the gambling thing with train wrecks and stuff, which was interesting. Which was Ethan's best content. Ethan needs to debate people. There needs to be a debate. Like, a lot of Ethan is just saying his opinion on podcasts, and, like, he fights, like, between podcast to podcast, but there's never really, like, a live or, like, confrontation or anything like that. Except for maybe, like, with Trisha Paytas. Definitely with Trisha Paytas on Frenemies and stuff, but maybe that's why people like Frenemies so much. We definitely need more of that content from Ethan, in my opinion. Keemstar would be a great person to debate, but I don't think they're ever gonna do it, which is so fucking sad. I just wish they would just get into a call and fucking like yell. I don't think anything would be resolved, but it'd be really interesting content.
Issues with them. Not that I think it's like I don't think you can really get anywhere with them, but there you go. You see, their whole plan from the beginning was to dodge us.
Yeah, they were basically saying all of that, and then we got back to the apartment and I left my wallet and I guess it was a gift from God, but I left my wallet in Myron's car because he was the one driving, and my friend's keys were in my wallet, so we had to get the wallet back because we couldn't get back into the apartment. Mind you, it's like 5 a.m. in Miami, and we start calling Walter. He's not answering. It's like a whole game of cat and mouse. And Myron gets the wallet, and Walter was like, "Oh, he wants your friend's number if he's gonna bring back the wallet," meaning me. So
Remember when H3
I was like,
interviewed Joey Salads? Yeah, that
sure.
was
Like,
cool.
I need my wallet. Like, I'm not gonna text this guy anyways. So he gets my number and he brings back the wallet, and I had basically texted him saying like, "Don't steal my wallet," like before he put it back. And then he started talking about how I look like Tim Pool, and I was like, "What?"
That's kind of random.
Was he?
Yeah,
Is that his way of coming on to you?
That's kind of funny.
I guess I thought
This
I don't
drama
know.
was kind of a lull.
It was just he
I
said
thought
it
this
was
would be
to
like,
Eula sometimes
dude,
when I
heard
want-
the Fresh and Fit drama and it's like, oh, it's another false allegation or whatever, I was like, I don't really want to look into this, like, or not, because I'm not really interested in making a video on like another like, you know, sexual assault case. But it seems like this seems more memey and funny than anything, especially if the allegation isn't true, right? Wait, why can't I jump out of this? What? Where am I? What? Hello? Game? Oh, there I am. What? What's the name of this drink? It's called Keef Classics Orange Kush Soda. It's so fucking good, dude. It tastes like orange soda, but it has THC in it.
Want to be really nice when she looks really good. Babe, you look like Tim
Yeah.
Pool.
Damn, he's got such
Can I see a
Babe, you look
picture
like
of you,
Tim Pool.
or do you not want me to draw attention to it?
I actually, I mean, if I could turn on the camera. I just don't want to show my face on the stream.
Well, I want to rate you on a scale of Tim Pool
I think I'm pretty Tim Pool.
to regular.
You know what the problem
Well,
is,
she
though?
showed what
It's
she
definitely
looks
not-
like on his show, on the Fresh and Fit show. So I don't know why she doesn't want to show her face on H3.
I sent I think I sent a few pictures to Sam.
All right, let's pull it up. So continue on with his attempting at courting you while I
Yeah.
pull up this. Yeah.
Need to go to LA, bro.
So he
well, I live in Canada,
yeah, so, we
so
said it was, like,
I got
Tim Pool,
this
and then I
drink
guess I was-
from Abbotsford. So I don't know if you said I need to go LA because like the drink, because I got it. I don't live in LA, so.
his way of flirting. I don't know. And then he tried to maintain a conversation with me, like through text. And I
Tried
was,
to
like,
maintain a conversation.
not answering him because I had gotten my wallet back.
Lol.
And I only had about like 3 more days I had left in my
LOL?
trip. And me and my friend were
That's
saying,
kind of
like,
a meme.
you know, it would be fun to sit here and like make him look dumb. Like he sits here and he thinks that he can get all these women, but then a 19-year-old like doesn't like, you know, like rejects him. So basically he kept like texting me every day. Like when I wouldn't respond, he would just say hello, hello, hello. Like call
Oh,
me.
he's
I never
eager.
answered.
He's
And
Igor
then
as hell,
eventually I
A
was
little
dude.
desperate.
and I
More
was
than
like, you know, if
little.
I'm gonna hang out with
Goddamn.
him, like I'm okay to hang out with him to like, cause you know, like you can't interrupt him on the podcast, but I can interrupt you at dinner. So I
Oh,
basically
lol?
said, you know what? Yeah, if we're gonna hang out, I want to eat dinner or go to lunch. Simple. And he said, well, you can come to my place and see if you can handle me. And
What?
I was
Handle?
like, no, he said if you can handle this, and I said,
Wait, hold
"Hey."
on. I have a picture.
Handle
of you. Hold on.
this? Bruh.
I don't know. I hate to break it to you, but
Yeah, I'm pretty simple.
that is a spitting image of. I don't know if you can see it. It is literally a picture of Tim Pool. I'm not making fun of the way you look.
No,
I still
I'm
haven't
trying
seen
to.
it.
I was supposed to stay anonymous. Why'd you guys show a picture? of me?
Yeah, sorry. Well, if you want to be anonymous, we don't have to pull it up. Nobody.
Wait, how is
No,
she
I'm kidding.
anonymous if she's describing what she said on the podcast and everything? People can look up the podcast. How is she staying anonymous?
Yeah, it's just because like I'd rather not like get wrapped into their BS because you know you can't, if you take one of their brooms and beat them up with it, you know it's a big deal. But I don't know if you remember him saying that if you go to his broom shop.
What?
Oh yeah, something about beating up each other with a broom or some shit.
Right.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
move to
Yeah.
LA.
I think he.
Moving out of Canada would be a pain in the ass. I don't want to do that.
The
I like
broom
it
is
here. I
interesting.
like it in
think he's
Abbotsford.
tapping into
It's a
some
great city.
trauma. Did you
Yeah,
find
no,
a picture,
but-
Sam?
If I moved somewhere in the U.S., it probably wouldn't even be. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it would be. I just don't want to move.
But yeah, so
I never thought
basically
about
he
it.
throughout the.
By the way,
throughout
sorry,
the
I gotta cut you off.
Yeah, it's okay.
This person just said she's definitely trolling y'all. I should have said this at the top. We've confirmed that she's been on the show. She was there. This is all. This is a real person who's been on the show. We confirmed it. So I should have said that at the top. But all right, let me see. I got a picture. Oh my God, dude! What the hell? Should I show it or no? Oh, don't show it.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to show it.
No.
Oh wait, he's surprised at what she looks like. He's having a reaction to what she looked like, but he also confirmed she was on the show. If you confirm she's on the show, wouldn't you have already seen what she looked like?
Oh, don't show it.
You could describe it. I mean.
All right, she's wearing a beanie. She appears to be bald.
Yeah, it's me.
No, she's a young, beautiful. She's a young, beautiful girl that looks nothing like Tim Pool.
I don't see any resemblance whatsoever. So.
But that's
really
an interesting.
fucking
That's an
weird thing to
interesting pickup
say.
line.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure it's a conversation starter. There you
Yeah,
go.
he that's how he started it all. But from there, he just basically
so
just
annoying,
kept texting me like every day, like hey, like, and like he would ask to hang out, but I would make up an excuse, like, oh no, sorry, I have to do something today. Sorry, I'm hanging out with my friend.
That's awesome.
And I basically, I would hint at it like several times, not hint at it, but I would say like, if we're
Just
gonna go
say
out,
fuck
can Izzy
off.
and Walter, so
Just say
can
fuck
my friend
off.
and Walter come?
Instead of leading him
And
on, just say fuck off.
And he was like, oh well, you can't leave your friend alone. And I was like, not really, because it was basically I never wanted to be alone with him at all. I
Yeah,
did not want to be alone with him. And so the days go by and it's my last day in Miami, and I thought it was going to be my last day, but I had got stuck there because of a snowstorm back at home. So I thought it was my last day.
I was
and
about to
me
say
and my friend had
snowstorm in
gone out
Miami.
to the
What?
club that was like around her area. And when we went in there, we were doing our own thing, and Walter had showed up. And he came up to us, like we went to his table. He was talking to us, and he comes
Fucking
straight
Walter,
up to me and
that
he
name,
says,
dude.
Myron wants you. And I
Breaking
said,
Bad.
a child? Like, because I know I'm not I know I'm not a minor.
I mean, you're 19, and
I'm freshly out of being a minor.
yeah, I mean, you practically just finished high school at that point, right?
At 19?
Yeah, I had
Like a
probably
year
just
ago
finished
or
my
two.
first year of college, but
And so,
it
was it weird for you for this 35-year-old man to be so?
35
so
is kind of 35 to 19. Wait, this 35-year-old man is simping over 19. I mean, it's cringe. It's cringe. It isn't illegal or anything. It's definitely cringe.
Consistently pursuing you.
yeah, it was
Like
very.
Ethan Ralph vibes.
What I describe it as, like when I like on the podcast, I was sick to my stomach just being on the podcast itself, but like just being in his presence, like later in the night, I felt very sick because it was just weird, like just like.
So I find it odd too that his buddy, these guys they're like kindergartens. Like he's sending his buddy to be like, hey, you want to go on a double date? Or yo, my buddy really likes you. It's like, dude, this guy talks about alpha maleness. He's sending love notes through his buddy, which is cute, you know,
Yeah.
if it's age appropriate.
I think they said that there's a rule that for a guy to date someone, it's half your age plus 7 or something, like 12, and I am pretty sure I'm way below that, even if that
Wait,
was a rule. But
what's the rule? I haven't heard
It's
that.
half,
I think
half your
it's-
age plus 7 is the one that I've heard many times, and I don't think 19 would.
Half your age plus 7. What would that be for me? Half your age plus 7. I'm 25. Half of 25. Like, let's just say 13, because that's like half of 26. Plus 7, 20. Yeah, 20. For him, he's 35, so that half of 35 plus, I mean, it would be lower or higher, for sure. That's a fine, that rule, I don't know if that rule mathematically works out for every scenario, but, you know. Just beat Sonic Mania so good. Yeah, I love that.
Be acceptable under that rule to a 30.
Wait, that's interesting. So wait, I'm 36. So I go times 2 plus 7.
No, divided by 2 plus 7.
It would be 25. A girl would have to be
25. That seems young for me. 25.
I mean, this is not an actual rule.
This isn't like a
something
law
that
or
people
anything.
say. Yeah. As kind of just like a guideline. But yeah, I mean, if he's 35.
So wait, if you're 60, wait, I'm
he would
interested
not
by this
qualify.
rule. So it's minus 2.
No, divided by 2.
Yeah, plus 7. 37 if you're 60. See, that seems fine to me. I mean, obviously a big gap. Okay.
But yeah, if it was an actual rule, yeah, he would have failed that one.
Yeah.
But it's pretty rough. But he, yeah, I basically said to Walter, like, a child, like, I'm young. And I said, what is it so attractive about me that he wants me this bad? That it's been like 3 days that he can't get out of my cell phone.
Oh,
and
true,
also he talks about
true.
being this famous #1 men's podcast.
Wait, did
but
he
you're
call
stuck on
her
a
a child?
19-year-old.
Wait, did he call her a child? If he's like, she's like a child and then he's simping over her, that's weird. But if he doesn't see her as like a child, then... This is like a really, really weird stretch in mental logic. I don't know. This is some mental gymnastics.
The one men's podcast. What does that even
I'm getting
mean?
a bit confused. I was a bit with it. I was like,
#1 human
yeah,
chef.
yeah, 1935 is a little weird. Yeah. Oh, he called her a child. Yeah, wait, what? Are you trying to say it's pedophilia? Because I agree it's weird and cringe, but pedophilia is like a whole, that's like a whole nother leap. That's like another level, right? That doesn't even like, there's a gap for sure in the severity.
Trafficking podcast in the world. It's not, the competition isn't tight.
Yeah, no, it's. But when I had asked him, like, what is it about me that he's so attracted to? He said, you're his type. Again, I said a child, and he said no. He said no, you're just his type, and I said, can you elaborate? But he wouldn't elaborate. So I said to him, I said, I disagree on everything that he says. I'm pretty sure I look pretty young, and I don't know what it is like about whatever. So we get to the point of Walter just keeps saying that Myron wants me, and I was like,
Thank you. I still want to have a little bit of facial hair though, but I shaved it now so that when I go to VidCon on the 20th of June, it'll have like a little bit there, so it won't like be as crusty. I think the perfect amount is just like a little more than just like 5 o'clock shadow type thing.
it's like, okay, then I'll get back to him later in the night. And I was trying to avoid him as much as possible. And then the night goes on, and I have like a drink or two with my friend, and I'm like ready to eat food with everybody. So we tell Walter, can we go get food? And he's like, yeah, sure, like let's get in the car. So we get in the car, my friend is in the front seat, I'm in the back seat, Walter's in the front. And
Which
they're driving,
seat
and
do
Myron
I
just kept
take?
saying like, oh, do you want to go get something to eat? I'm like, yeah, sure, like let's go with my friend and Walter. And he was like, yeah, sure. I also tried getting Myron out to the club. So again, like I didn't want to be alone with him. And he refused to go to the club because he said club's for losers, but it's great for girls. I don't know what he meant by that. But so Walter, my friend was like, oh yeah, that's great. Like, let's get food with each other. And Walter looked over and like signaled her like, no, like we're not doing that. So eventually, like we pull up in front of the podcast apartment, and Myron's coming out of the building, and I get out of the car, and Walter leaves with my friend and took her to like another club. So I'm with Myron by myself. So we get into his car, and he drives us to like this this spot. I don't know why it was open at 5 a.m., but we sat down, we ate food, and mind you, from the minute I saw him when I got out of the car to the minute that I left with him, I was debating him the whole time, and not even debating, just telling him how much I hate his views and like him himself. And
damn,
fun fact, he told me that he's never been in a relationship. So I had asked him, so what gives you the right to sit there and have a podcast?
What? Never been in a relationship? He's 35 doing a dating show podcast? What the fuck, man?
Wait. He's never been in a relationship?
That's what he claimed. He said that, yeah, he's had a few girls here and there. I think he meant...
Man, if all of this she's saying is true, up until this point, I don't know what she's going to say further, because apparently there's going to be an allegation, But this is just like so funny to meme on. Now, you know, I assume people are correct when they say H3 fucked up with the fitness and fresh and fitness situation. Obviously, I make my own determination once I see, you know, what's going on. I assume they're correct, but damn, dude, I wish he didn't fuck up because it would have been funny to like shit on fresh and fitness just in general. But now we have to defend them, bruh.
Mentioned it on the episode that I was on too, but he said that he's never been in a relationship before.
So you're telling me these toxic red pill mess, this theory of men can cheat, women can't, has not worked out for him really at all, has it? Which is so
Yeah.
unexpected.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you can see my screen, but this is what you could have
it's
been
me.
like.
Oh my
if you
god,
would have
the
only
fucking
accepted,
game. Oh my god.
Fit into your
Oh
life.
my god.
You know, you guys could have been a beautiful couple like these two here.
Holy shit.
Think you're really missing out on something special.
That's a good meme. That's a good meme. That's a good meme. That's a good meme.
Yeah, it was just.
That's funny.
So he said they got you alone with him.
Yeah, so basically my friend was alone with Fresh and I was alone with Fit. Perfect. It was
Jesus.
a perfect night. And we get to like this restaurant and I basically ask him like, what are your political views? I'm asking about all of his views. Because I'm thinking like, if
What the
Walter's
fuck?
this nice off camera, maybe Myron's
The level design in Sonic 3 is kind of fucky. I don't
in
like
fact,
it.
he's worse. But
I think Sonic 3's overhyped,
Yeah, whatever. The
honestly.
whole time I'm just like asking him his views. I'm debating.
It's a good
him.
game,
He
but,
said something
like,
about,
it's not
the
the
thing
best
too that
classic
his habit
Sonic
is that
game.
he spits out
Level
vocab
design's a little
vomit,
weird.
and he thinks that he sounds smart. But it's like I'm confused. Like speak like we're off camera. You can speak English now, not
What?
red pill beta. Like no,
Yeah.
and he just doesn't stop. So like I'm just like.
Maybe
Whatever.
that's
So
just
that's
how
the
he
whole conversation
speaks.
throughout the dinner, and then we're driving back. And mind you, I had said like, "Oh, we're gonna go meet my Walter and my friend now, right?" And he said, "Yeah." I'm talking to him. I'm facing him in the driver's seat. I'm still going. I'm passionate and heated, telling him like
No!
this and stuff.
Oh, this level
We ended
design's
up back at
fucking
the podcast
ass!
Studio.
This level
So
design's
I'm like,
ass! This fucking game is ass, dude. Dude, how do people say Sonic 3 is the best classic Sonic game? It's not. It's just not. It's okay. It's okay, dude.
You know, like I'm ready to go home, and we get back up into the podcast studio, and
Oh, we're in
we go
Act 1
inside.
again?
He's like, "Oh, I'm just
Bruh.
picking up something. I just had to grab something from the studio." And again, it's like 4 or 5 a.m. in Miami, and like no one's in the studio, but the lights are all on. They have everything set up, and I already knew the way of the apartment. So I'm sitting in the kitchen area of the podcast studio, and he comes over to me and he says, "Of course you would wear your shoes," because I forgot to take off my shoes.
What?
And yeah.
Of course you would
And
wear your shoes.
He was like, "Of course you would wear your shoes." And then I had like this little
Shut the
vape
fuck,
that my
Alex,
friend
you
had,
scat mom.
and I think I hit it once, and he goes, "Oh, and of course you would do that in here too." And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Like I started laughing because I thought he was joking, but he seemed very upset. So I was like, "Okay." So he said, "Oh, you can just go to the balcony with your shoes and everything," and I was like, "Okay." I'm walking out to the balcony and there's like a door that I hadn't seen open before. Like basically it's an apartment that they made into a studio. So that was the bedroom. So I'm walking like towards the bedroom into the balcony, like towards the balcony, and he's standing in the door frame and he just grabs my face and kisses me.
Wow. There you go. He was reading the
And-
room. Good at reading the signals.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm like,
wait. Okay, so that's the allegation, right? Is the kissing? And then Ethan's calling it sexual assault. I mean, it's not rape, but wouldn't that be sexual assault? Wouldn't an unconsensual kiss be considered sexual assault? If it's like grabbing your face. I mean, if you're kind of like already close together and you lean in and you like kiss and she's like, no. And he's like, okay. Or did he continue after that? Because it could have been just like he thought there was something. Maybe he's a dumbass, you know? He can be a dumbass. He thought there was something. Because the way she's describing it, because if it's like, you know, like, I'm gonna perform this with stuffed animals, 1 sec. All right. So if it's like, so you have the Among Us here, right? So if oh fuck, he doesn't have hands. This isn't gonna work. Fuck. Okay, so if it's like they're already close together and he's like, and then she's like, oh, that's not bad. But if it's like they're far apart and he's like, and like fucking grabs her and it's like, then yeah, that'd be bad. I don't know. I should have got some stuffed animals with hands instead of Among Us.
Like, no thank, like, you know, I'm like, no thanks. Mind you, this man is like 6'7".
Did he
He's
lead-
already a
Did he lead with tongue or no?
Bruh.
I don't even like thinking about it. I just
Right,
feel like
I'm
he
sorry.
just
I
kissed
should.
me. No,
Right.
it's okay.
Right. Let's not relive that moment.
But he had kissed me, and then
Wait, I want to
like,
see how she
I just-
described it though. I want to see how she. Maybe I missed it. Did she say like grab her?
Frame, and he just grabs my face and kisses me. Apartment that they made into a studio balcony, and there's like a door that I hadn't seen open before. Like, basically, it's an apartment that they made into a studio. So that was the bedroom. So I'm walking like towards the bedroom into the balcony, like towards the balcony, and he's standing in the door frame, and he just grabs my face.
So you're walking towards the bed on the balcony. So there's a balcony, a door frame, and a bedroom. And she's walking from the he's at the door frame, she's walking from the balcony. So she's walking towards him. She needs to walk towards him or walk past him. And then I guess as she walks past him, he's like, and kisses, right? I don't know. It's hard because, like, yeah, that might be assaulty. Because they're not already close together. They're not, like, having a nice conversation, looking into each other's eyes, you know. It's just like, she's walking past and he's like, you know? Like, it's, yeah, I mean, if it is the way she described it, I would say that's sexual assault.
And kisses me.
Wow. There you go. He was reading the
And-
room. Good at reading the signals.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
kisses me. I'm like, no thank, like, you know, I'm like, no thanks. Mind you, this man is like 6'7".
Did he
He's
lead?
already a.
Did he lead with
Oh.
tongue or no?
I don't even like thinking about it. I just
Right.
feel like
I'm
he
sorry.
just
I
kissed
should.
me. No,
Right.
it's okay.
Right. Let's not relive that moment.
Bruh. Being a 19-year-old girl, you just have random 30-year-olds kissing you and simping over you, like, bro, it must be weird as hell being a 19-year-old girl that looks conventionally attractive because, bruh, I'd hate it if I had fucking oldies trying to kiss me every 2 seconds, you know? If she's at his house at 5 a.m., that's a good point. Wait. And she invited him, and she went out with him to dinner, too. And then came home, and it was 5 a.m. in the podcast studio. Fuck. I don't want to make any definitive decisions on what it is. But based on how she described it, I didn't think about the 5 a.m. and dinner context. I mean, it is kind of aggressive, like the way he did it, regardless of what time it is and the context around them being there. It is kind of aggressive, but because I feel like a consensual kiss, it kind of like, you don't need to like say, obviously, can I kiss you or whatever, which you can also do that, but like, I feel like it would just naturally like flow into each other, kind of like the moment is building up, kind of, rather than just like, oh, you're there in my house at 5 p.m.? Sweet. Like, take, fucking push him towards, like, I don't know. It really depends. It really depends. I don't know, man. She could have left at multiple stages. She didn't want to leave him alone, but she went to she didn't want to be alone with him, but she still went to dinner with him. Yeah, it is a little weird. It does feel like a little like she led him on, kind of. Huh. All right, let's keep listening.
He had kissed me, and then
By the way, I'm a little high.
I just was like,
Beat
no
it,
thanks, like, whatever. And I was also by myself with him, and I had like a bad experience from a past relationship. So also he's very like aggressive online, so I didn't know what he was capable of if I denied it. So I just pushed him off, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the balcony. And he goes, you need mouthwash.
Ew,
And
what?
He was
God,
like,
bro.
you need mouthwash. I'm pretty sure, I think I sent some text over to Sam, because I was
got the
texting my
text here.
friend. I was texting my friend the whole time, and you see me say like he just told me to get mouthwash or something. In
Here,
those
let me pull up
texts.
this text. Again, guys, we have receipts. This is fully vetted. Bro, mine just grabbed me to make out, and he goes, get your Listerine. You taste like alcohol. No, he obviously knows you came from the club. He's disgusting. Wait till I get home. Is Walter driving you? Yes, I'm still at the club, though. Ask Walter if he can pick me up from the studio to drive us both home. I'm about to walk. Answer now. She's all worried about you. Bro,
Oh wait, yeah.
please let me know. Are you okay? I'm good, bro.
Before
He's
you
disgusting.
continue.
Oh, you want me to
It's
stop?
good. Yeah. You can continue after like I finish, because like it's just like the timeline order, because it's gonna be like a big. I'm leading up with the suspense, But
Go ahead,
The
yeah.
fucking H3
I come back
chat
to the balcony because
reaction.
I again like I went to the
Ew,
balcony and tried to
man!
stay as much as I could out
Just
there.
like
so he could
applying
just,
the situation to all
like,
men.
be like, okay, like let me bring her
Fucking
home.
wine
Like, get
moms in
tired
their
of me,
chat.
basically. So I come back in the room, and then I go to the bathroom, like in the kitchen. He's like, "That's not where the mouthwash is." So I was
What?
like, "Oh, okay. Where's the mouthwash?" And he points to like the bedroom bathroom.
Are you a
So
little
I walk
scared
into
at this moment?
I was very uncomfortable. I was very like I didn't know, again, like a lot of people.
Uncomfortable.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to speak out about this either, because again, like there's alcohol involved. Like.
Wait, okay, but also she's not calling it assault. Only H3's calling it assault. Because she was there in the moment, right? So, if she says it's not assault, and she was there in the moment and she knows the context, I'm not going to say it's assault either. I was just saying, by the way she talked about it, I can kind of see why Ethan would come to the conclusion that kind of sounded like assault, but if she's saying it's not assault, then it's not assault, right? Because she was there in the moment, she would know. We'll keep listening.
A lot of women try to speak out about stuff like this, and you usually get the whole, like, you asked for it if you didn't do this or that, the third. But, like, when I was in that moment, like, it was like a fight or flight or, like, freeze, so I basically froze. Like, I didn't know what to do, but I was just, like, keeping in touch with my friend, like, hey, like, what are you guys doing? Like, can we just go home? But
Yeah, I mean,
he
at
was,
this-
like, trying to keep me there.
At this moment, it does sound a little scary that you're in this studio with this massive dude. He's just come on to you. He tried to kiss you. You rejected him. And now he's kind of ordering you around to mouthwash, because at that point, it's like, well, why am I mouthwashing? Are you going to try to make out with me more?
Yeah, and I didn't really see the point in doing the mouthwash of, like, I don't know. So I just go into this bathroom that he led me to. Like, he didn't lead me to, he just pointed to it. And also, I always forget this part whenever I tell this story, but, like, a little bit beforehand, I had opened the fridge before, like, he kissed me and stuff. I had opened the fridge.
She needs to be more clear, too, though, because she's at his house at 5 a.m., obviously he thinks there's like something here that's happening. I don't think, like, if we want to give him the benefit of that doubt, like, and a benefit of that which we should give everyone, obviously I don't think he's like, I'm gonna rape this girl, I'm gonna do stuff against her will. Like, obviously he thinks everything's being consensual and they're like in an environment where something would escalate into more intimate moments, like kissing or what have you. And she's not saying like, oh, I'm uncomfortable with it, or oh, don't do this, or oh, let's not do it again. Like, after the kiss, he's like, oh, get mouthwash. And she's not saying like, what the fuck? Why did you kiss me? What the hell? I didn't want this. She's just like going along and getting the mouthwash. Obviously, she's talking about how she's uncomfortable in texting, but she's not texting him. She's saying, oh, he's so disgusting. That's something you should be telling him. Not your friend. Well, also you can tell your friend, but that's something you should be telling him, I don't know, man.
And I saw like he had White Claws, like, because they have like alcohol in the fridge and stuff. and they had a White Claw in the fridge, and I was like, "Ooh, White Claw." I was like, "Oh, can I have one?" Like as a joke, and he was like, "Yeah, you can have one, but just don't tell anybody."
Well, you broke that promise.
Yeah, sorry, Myron.
Yeah, see, he's
But,
like leading him on. She's leading him on and trolling him. She's like, I'm saying stuff that I don't mean as a joke. Like what?
So fast forward, I'm in this bathroom. I'm standing in the bathroom, like trying to kill time again, like a bit on the balcony. And when I come out, he's like laying on this bed.
So wait,
I agree exactly with what you're saying. Lust cannot. Everything you said there is pretty much. It's pretty much my exact
you were in the
thoughts right
bathroom
now.
for a long time, just trying to kill time.
Yeah. I was just like, cause hopefully, like I was hoping like time would go by and he would get tired and say like, oh, you have to go. You know, like.
So
and
you were
also,
just
like,
in
I'm
the
texting,
bathroom for a long time. You probably thought you were shitting or something.
Yeah. I was dropping a grumpy, but.
Oh yeah.
And he.
That's a bad
I come
strategy.
back out and I was really
Just say you want to go home. Oh fuck. Just say you want to go home. Just say you want to go home. I don't want to do this. Let's go home. Don't wait in the bathroom. Like, what she must have really thought he was going to like assault her if she said no, or like rape her or something. Like, cause like holy shit. Like why don't you just? She didn't want him to get angry. Like, what did she think? Like, I don't know. I guess she's young. Maybe she just thought like the worst. Maybe it's good to think the worst, like to protect yourself, but also. Or she could have left. She could have snuck out. Like, you know. I don't know. I feel like if the guy knew, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. You guys know what I'm saying. I'm getting high, by the way. It's kicking in, boys.
like a fresh. Sorry, guys. Excuse me, but I was wearing a Fresh and Fit hoodie, and because they have like a room full of merch, but I asked them where does it go, they say nowhere. So they all just collectively wear Fresh and Fit like all day long, but whatever. So I'm like standing up next to this bed
as Ethan's literally wearing Teddy Fresh on his hoodie and head. She's like, they just wear their merch everywhere. It's really weird. And then like Ethan has all this Teddy Fresh on. Oh my god.
And I'm texting my friend like because we're just keeping in touch with each other back and forth, like what's going on. And she wanted to go home. I wanted to go home. But the moral of the story, it's the guys were texting and the girls were texting. So like I kept telling Myron, like, I want to go home. Like, Izzy's waiting for me. Like, can we go? And Walter said to my friend at the club, he said, why are you texting her? Why are you texting your friend to go home? Like it was basically like Myron was telling Walter, like, why is her friend telling her to go home? Like, it was just a whole ping
What
pong
on
thing
earth,
going
dude?
on.
You're telling him you want to leave. Like, what the fuck? Is it in some remote area where you kind of feel like stuck there without assistance? Like, where are you?
It was like Miami's very city-like, so like it wasn't like I was alone, but like I don't know, I just didn't know my way around anywhere, so I was just like I didn't know what I was doing. And
Right,
also, like,
it's not
I didn't
your
have
city.
the keys. Yeah, I didn't have the keys to my friend's.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, again, this is what Augie was talking about when we talked about it earlier prior to starting this stream. But just use Google Maps or Uber or whatever. Like, even most people who live in a city don't know the city from the back of their hand without, like, assistance, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I've lived in Abbotsford for, what, like a decade now? And if you gave me a pen and paper, like, I could give you, like, a really rough, like, overview for, like, the streets and stuff like that, but I could probably only fill in, like, maybe 20% of the city accurately. Like, that's why you use Google Maps. I don't know. No one knows cities. Like, what?
Apartment, so I didn't feel like taking an Uber there and just waiting.
Right.
So that's when I had asked her, like, oh, can you have him drive to here to pick me up? And he was refusing, and it was just a whole thing. And then so at this point, like, I'm standing next to this bed, and then I'm like trying to, like, you know, again, like, give him cues, like, I want to leave, I don't want to be here. And he's like, oh, you can sit on the bed. So I sit on the bed, and I'm sitting at the edge of the bed, you know, like the memes, how they say how girls are. And I'm sitting at this edge of the bed. He's like, oh, you know, you can come up a little bit more. So now I come up, but I leave a nice gap between the both of us where it's like very obvious, like I don't like you, that I'm leaving a gap between us. And I'm on my phone, he's on his phone. And I remember, again, I was speaking about my views. Once again, he just jumps on top of me and starts making out with me.
Wow.
Like trying to kiss.
Oh, okay. You're on his bed. I mean, there is a gap, but... And she's like, oh, it's so obvious I didn't like him. There's a gap. Okay. You went out to dinner with a guy. You came home at 5 a.m. When he kissed you, randomly, you didn't say, no, I don't want it again. He was just like, get mouthwash, and then you hid in the bathroom for a really long time, hoping he would leave. And then, when you eventually come out of the bathroom, instead of saying you want to leave or like being like it's late or whatever, you sit on the edge of his bed. And because you have you're far apart away from him, you think that's the hint that you don't like him. And you think because you're arguing, that's the hint that you don't like them. Very obvious. Am I like too autistic? Like, I could see how that's not obvious. Like, I could see how he would think that she's into him. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a guy to girl thing where girls assume that guys can pick up on those hints, or it's like a neurotypical to autist thing where like I could like that I just don't get it. And it should have been obvious to him, but like she said she left cues to leave, but that doesn't ever mean she didn't say she wanted to go. If she wants to know something, you have to be very clear about it. Yeah, and then also like, especially when you're in the category of like, oh, I'm being flirtatious or whatever, there's a lot of the communication gets a lot more feel based and a lot less. There's a lot less clear communication because you don't want to like ruin the moment or whatever, or like you're saying stuff that you don't mean or whatever. I don't know. Maybe not saying stuff that you don't mean, but no, I think you get. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, but you guys get what I'm saying. Essentially, it's just she needs to be more vocally clear, right? I mean, that does. If she said no, like, and he kept going, like, that's different. Like, that's rape and assault. If she... Yeah, I don't know. Let's continue listening to the story.
Me and stuff. And so I'm like, I have my hands, like, on him where it's like, I don't want him, like, laying on me, like, intimately, so I'm just holding my hands up. And I'm like, no. This was about, like, max a minute long. And I was wearing, like, this shirt, and it's, like, a very loose shirt, whatever. And he basically lifts up the shirt and made a comment. And then I was like, I'm done. I'm over this. Like, and
Wait,
I
he
said
lifted
to him,
up your shirt and kind of looked at underneath it and commented?
Yeah, my chest. Because I have piercings.
I'm sorry, you said what?
No, I said I have piercings, so he made a comment on it.
Oh, okay.
And it was very creepy. It was very weird.
I don't want to... This is bad. This is very bad. This is a very disturbing story, actually.
Yeah, it's interesting, but at that point,
I think he may have assaulted you. I mean, at this point,
I mean, I don't want to say that, but like, again, like, it was my...
See, I don't want to say it. So she's not even... No. She didn't even come on to, like, the H3 podcast to make allegations. She came on the H3 podcast to tell a funny story about Fresh and Fit that she thought would make Fresh and Fit look cringe, which it does. But now Ethan is turning it into something more malicious than it is. Right? Maybe she's saying all these details like, it's obvious I didn't want to fuck him or whatever, not to say that it was assault, because that's like the way I was taking it, but to just say like, oh, it was so obvious. How did he, like, not know? It's so funny that, like, he actually still wanted to fuck me after all that stuff. Although she did say it was, like, disgusting in the DMs to her friend, so maybe it was in that way. Like, she was, like, leading him on and didn't mind that he was going to that place, but was, like, kind of, like, you know, I can't believe he would take it this far when it's so clear I don't like him. And then, like, cut him off. Like, maybe she was comfortable with it going, like, a certain amount before she cut it off. But also, it didn't sound like that. It sounded like she was kind of disgusted from the get-go. But then she also decided to go out to, like, dinner with him and stuff. But, I mean, dinner isn't consent, obviously. Dinner and being there at 5 a.m. doesn't automatically mean consent. But it does, like... It does, like, kind of give the Fresh and Fitness guy, like, the impression that, she would say yes to consent, so, like, might as well go in for a kiss or whatever. But then if you do anything beyond the kiss without consent, then it's, like... Or, like, clear consent, like, reciprocal kisses, like, she kisses back, you know? Because it was, like, a kiss, but then she didn't kiss back, right? So, like, and then, like, lifting up the shirt, it's just, like... Lifting up the shirt is when I think it goes, like, a little too far. It's like, yeah, okay. But that is when she cut it off, so I don't know. I have to keep listening to what she's saying so I don't put words in her mouth and continue to speculate on what she thinks. I'm just kind of discussing what's popping in my head.
He also implicationed you a little bit too, the way they split you guys up, and
Yeah,
I think you got implicationed. I think you got Dennis systemed. If you know what that is.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay, sorry. It's always something.
It's okay.
So
but yeah, no. So
what's going through your mind as he is lunging on you now?
It was very quick. So I was just like, no. Like right away in my head, I was like, no, I don't want to have like sex with this person. Like I don't. So I like as soon as he like makes that comment, I push him off me and I say. I verbalized to him, I said, I don't want to have sex with you. Did you think I came here to have sex with you?
Okay, so now, any moves that the Fresh and Fitness guy makes after this, that would be sexual, or what have you, that's going to be assault. That's going to be a sexual assault, in my opinion. So, let's hear what happens after this. Because everything else prior to this, you can make excuses for in some sort of way. But now that he knows that it's a no, we gotta hear now.
And he got very mad. Like he just got mad. Like he did like a little toddler thing where he was huffing and puffing, went and goes on his phone, and he just like went silent. And I was like, okay, like and I changed back into the outfit that I had in the bathroom. And I came out, I give him the merch back, and I say, okay, can you bring me home now? And because my friend was also like drunk at the club with Walter, and she was texting me saying like, I'm gonna walk home because he's not bringing me home. And it was just like a whole big
True
thing
gentlemen.
going on.
Both of them are refusing to give you guys rides home.
Yeah, so I had asked Myron, I said, can you drive me to my friend's apartment? And he said, no, I parked my car already.
Awesome.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna order my Uber now. And he was like, okay, like just acting like a complete toddler. Like in my entire, like I felt like I was looking in the face of a 15-year-old, like a 15-year-old boy.
Okay, so he's mad. Yeah, but he didn't rape or assault after. He stopped. I mean, he was pissed. It's kind of like babyish, but I don't think any of this is really SA.
That like, oh, I didn't give him a kiss or whatever.
I wasn't
like,
there though.
But,
I don't know.
At that point, excuse me, I feel like I got the burp. But I order my own Uber, and I'm walking out, and I'm like, oh, my Uber's coming. Like, can you walk me downstairs? Because I didn't know how to work this building. So he walks me to the elevator, pushes the button, and walks away. Like with no comment, he just pushes the button and walks back into the studio. And I get into my Uber, and like at that point, I think that's when it kicked in. I started crying because I was like, I don't know what just happened, but I feel uncomfortable. And I that's where you could read the rest of the messages with my friend because I mentioned everything in there.
You started crying?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. That whole thing is really traumatic, and I'll tell you what, I actually didn't know how crazy this story gets at the end. I'm sorry you went through that.
Yeah, It's alright. I just want to bring it more awareness
wow,
to this type
this
of
is-
stuff.
The thing that's really crazy is like, if you're hanging out with somebody, you know, you don't always have to give someone a ride home. But what's messed up is they intentionally split you guys up. And then he took you all the way out to the studio and then basically stranded you there. He's like, well, if you want to leave, you got to fucking pay for your own ride. I mean,
That's
what
kind
the
of scummy.
fuck,
Wait, that
dude?
is kind of scummy.
But
If
anyway,
they
it's a good thing he didn't give
intentionally
you a ride
split
home.
them up, if they intentionally split them up and did that, like, we're like Fresh and Fit or Fresh to Fit or whichever one it is, I don't know. Like one to the other, they're like, let's fucking split you guys up and have one of you guys go to the studio, and then she's pretty much stuck there with you, and if stuff doesn't work out, she can't leave or whatever. That seems really rapey though, and after she said no, he wasn't like engaging any further. He was being huffy and puffy. That's very and that's very speculatory because we don't know if they intentionally split them up either. And then even if the intention was like, oh, to split them up so she'd have nowhere to go, like that would imply that like, oh, she's there, so now she has to have sex with him or whatever. But he didn't force it after she said no, so just doesn't really make sense.
Because who knows what else he would have tried on you. Okay, so let me read this. He's disgusting. Wait till I get home. Is Walter driving you home? Yes, I'm still at the club though. Ask Walter if he can pick me up from the studio to drive us both home. I'm about to walk out. Answer, bro. Please let me know if you're okay. I'm okay. Dude, he's disgusting. I'm making him drive me home right now. Are you going home? Yes, I'm going home soon. Okay, I'm going to make him drive me home right now. Myron just tried to have sex with me. I said no, and he's mad because I said no. Lol, the fuck did he expect? Dude, when are you going home? He's a fucking...
See, yeah, the way they're talking is just like shit talking. It's not like talking about traumatic experiences. He's like, he tried to fuck me and said no, and now he's mad, which that's the traumatic experience, essentially. And then she's like, lol. So, and she's her best friend. She wouldn't say lol if it was serious enough to be like an allegation of assault, right?
Weirdo. Is Walter bringing you home? Because I told Myron you're going home right now so he can Uber me home. I'm leaving soon, but if he knows Walter is taking you home, he's going to be weird. Why is he texting Walter? I think so, but wait, leaving with Walter, right? Leaving now, yes. Leave now, now. What are you doing 1 minute away? I'm getting my Uber. 3 minutes away. Bro, Byron's a fucking piece of shit. Home. Need me to come down and wait. Now, I'm getting my Uber.
Wait,
blah, blah, blah. Yes, please.
Is that super piece of shit, though? I guess he's, like, punishing her for not having sex. It's kind of rude, but, like, she's an adult. She can take her own Uber home. Like, he's not obligated to drive her around, especially since it's 5 a.m., right? But also, it is kind of rude, I guess. I don't know.
Please, Kay. Bro, I want to cry.
She doesn't
I'm
feel
coming, we'll
very
talk.
traumatized. Yeah. Like, it's more like this dude is weird, fuck him. Yeah. And by the way, she never said she was traumatized, and she never said that this was a accusation of assault or whatever. Ethan's adding that stuff on. So she's not even saying that shit. So I'm not blaming the girl at all. I don't think the girl is... I don't know. So far, I don't think there's anything bad about the girl. I haven't watched Fresh and Fitness response, which we will after this. But so far, based on what I know, I don't think the girl is really in the wrong. It's more just Ethan.
I'm coming down the block. I hate to say it. I don't want to make you feel some type of way, but that was super that's crazy.
The best part is the day after. This is the best part
wait,
of the
there's
whole
more?
story. Yeah, and
See, he's saying, like, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but this is like, wow, this is crazy. And she's like, that's not even the best part. So when she says best part, if she's talking about a traumatic experience, she wouldn't say, this is the best part. To her, this is just making fun of Fresh and Fit and, like, shit-talking Fresh and Fit on H3, which is funny to her. Is what I'm assuming. Maybe she'll clarify it later. I don't want to put words in her mouth. Because, you know, yeah, I don't want to do what I'm accusing Ethan of doing, but, and for hypocrisy, and I also just don't want to put words in her mouth in general, but, Yeah, that's what it seems like for sure.
Wait, there's more.
And remember, just remember, this is a 35-year-old man who's stranded this 19-year-old girl in his apartment, trying to get her drunk all night.
Stranded.
Jumping on.
I mean, Uber exists. Like what? He's not like forcing her to stay.
On top of her, and then making her get her own ride home. After he doesn't get what he wants.
It's rude. It's shitty. It's rude.
Wow. Okay.
It's not
So what happened the
assaulty,
next
though.
day?
So basically, I sent those over too, but
Wait, there's more. Should I open something else?
Yeah, I was
Screenshots
just
of
gonna
text
say
from
this-
Myron. Should I look at this?
Yeah, just for backstory too. When I had gotten back to my friend's apartment, I told her what had happened. I was like telling her like this is what happened, and we basically agreed. I was like, okay, let's go to sleep, and in the morning, if I say the story the same way I did last night, then it happened. Because I felt like I was imagining the whole thing. So she was like, okay, so we go to sleep. We wake up the next day, and the first thing we did when we woke up was like, I told her the whole story again. And she was like, yep, everything's the same way you said it before. And then right away, I look at my phone, and there's a text from Myron, and then that's where you can read those texts.
Okay, here we go from Myron. I don't know if yesterday was planned
This
with
is gonna
you,
be key.
but it wasn't.
So basically, she came on to tell a funny story, and Ethan's supposedly trying to turn it into traumatic and dark experience. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly what you said.
Cool. I really didn't think you
That's
were.
what I think it is so far. We don't know that because maybe she did earlier say I want more people to be aware of this type of behavior and stuff. So maybe she does think it's traumatizing and dark. Well, maybe not traumatizing because she's not making it like a sexual assault claim. So I don't know.
Or that type of girl. Oh, he's mad at you?
Yeah, he was very mad because I didn't give it up. I say it further in the text.
So first thing in the
Well, he
morning, he's
feels
texting
led
you
on,
hate
I guess,
messages.
right?
I don't know if yesterday was playing with you and your friend, but it wasn't cool. I really didn't think you were that type of girl. Very disappointing. Type of girl what? To just want to hang out and not want to fuck me the minute you see me? So you say, what do you mean by that type of girl, and what do you think could have been planned between us? If I can't get an explanation what that type of girl is, then don't label me as that. You know what you did?
That's really
Actually,
That's
don't
really
complete-
weird. You know what you did. That's really weird. That's weird.
Please enlighten me. You could come over and we can talk about it. How does this guy still want to hang out? He's still trying to get you back to his house. Holy shit.
Yeah, and during this time, like I didn't want to say it right away. I'd rather him say it for himself. Like, you know, like this is why I'm mad, and that's why you see me like avoiding it at
Yeah,
first.
of
I'm like, no,
course.
what did I do? What did
Of
I
course.
do? And he just never says it. But he keeps going. He says like,
So you say,
come over.
I'll continue to say, what makes you think I would want to come over after you saying I had possibly planned something, then saying I know what you did? You know what you did, he says, or wait, no. Not to my apartment. I was going to meet in the lobby and talk about it. Did you not read what I said? You're also texting me in a rude way and childishly saying you know what you did, but won't exactly explain what that meant or what you think I'm planning, and disregarded my question as to what the type of girl meant because I honestly want to know. Exactly. You can't call me anything because you're quiet. Don't project your anger onto me because I didn't want to have sex with you. Who's this?
Yeah, he tried to play the card. Oh, I don't know who this is. I deleted your number. Like that really pulled a heartstring on that one. I cried for days.
Wait.
But-
He said that a day later or later that night? How long?
Yeah, no, because I after I had sent those texts, like there's the two last bubbles you see, the one
Who
before
is
that,
this?
before you see the date, he didn't answer me for a few days, and I had gotten home from Miami, and I was like, he's not responding to me, so I might as well just say my piece, and then that's it. So that's when I had said what I said, like a few
He
days
said,
later,
"Who's
he
this?"
answered. Yeah.
Can I put a theory forward about
Yeah, you
these
can.
text messages and tell me what you think? Because obviously, if this happened to you, it's happened to a lot of people, I think. He preemptively texts you in the morning and accuses you of doing something, and he won't say what it is. Is he trying to give himself some kind of alibi in case there's any allegations against him? Because he know he fucked up, and it will look really, really, really,
Wait,
really, really
what?
bad. If
But he knew what? Does he know he fucked up? What? Because there wasn't any like non-consensual stuff going on, really. Well, I mean, the kiss she didn't want, but he thought that she wanted it. But it was also like, it didn't like go on and on and on. Like, did she kiss back? Like, did she push back? Like, fuck. Out of context, this sounds really bad, but with the context of the whole story, you understand what I'm saying. I just hope I don't get like clipped in a really uncharitable way. I'm like really high right now.
If you told this story. So that's how I read this, is he's like, I'm going to send this message saying you did something, and I'm not going to say what it is, so that if there's ever her trying to expose me, I have these texts that apparently you did something and I didn't do anything.
Dude, if he just made fun of these guys, he'd be fine. Yeah, exactly. Why is he trying to turn it into an assault story? Remember, these are only a few texts. Yeah. Yo, what's up, 3DD XP? How you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What else? What do you think he's trying to do with these texts?
I think he was just like, I don't know. I agree, but I also like felt like I think he really believes himself. Like, I'm some type of girl. Like, how dare you not want to have sex with me?
Sure, it could have been genuine.
I have all these cars and all this money, and how dare you? Like, I didn't know you were that type of girl to have respect for yourself. I think that's what he got. Like,
right. I'm
I
so
think he-
disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed that our elaborate plan to separate you two and sleep with you both after meeting you once.
Elaborate
I'm so
plan?
disgusted by you.
What?
Yeah. That's exactly what I felt like.
That plan doesn't even make sense because if that was the plan, she would have gone and raped, but she didn't. Yo, what's up, tipster? Yo, what's up, tipster? Wow, what a sentence to read into. We're checking out the H3 Fitness and Fit stuff, or Fresh and Fitness stuff, or Fresh and Fit stuff.
I really think he lives in a world, like, I think he believes everything he says. Like, I do believe he's insecure, but everything that he says, I think he genuinely believes.
Well,
like,
he's never had a girlfriend, and he's.
Yeah, he said something too along the
35.
lines, like on the episode I was on. He said that he never chased after girls in school because it was a distraction. And another friend of mine said, just say you didn't get girls. It's simple. Just say that. But
What's weird is, like, if he wasn't such a creepy, brain-rotted weirdo, like, he's tall and he's fit in the name, you would think that if you just would lighten up a little bit and be like a reasonable, normal guy, he had no problem attracting women and getting into a relationship. But there's
probably
something.
not with a 19-year-old.
I mean, oh, sure, yeah. I mean, but there's something so disturbed about him. And I don't know if you were watching before, but he was a federal agent for human.
Wait, 30? He's in his 30s and he never had a girlfriend? Yeah, that might fuck with you a little bit, especially if you're trying to be an alpha male.
Trafficking. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, so my friend that lives across the street from like a prison, and when he had dropped off my wallet, he was like, "Oh, I was stationed here once," or something. He said something like that, and then that's when I found out that he used to be a law enforcement officer.
For human trafficking department.
Yeah? What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
what?
Takes one to know one, I guess.
Wait, what? Takes one to know
That's how he
one?
caught them. He knew where they
Wait,
were.
what? What the fuck? Wait, is Ethan joking or is he actually calling him like low-key human trafficker? What?
Wow. Well, this took an unexpected dark turn.
What's wrong with him?
I basically, when I spoke to Sam,
stopping
also Sam,
human
she's
trafficking?
amazing. She was very sweet.
Wait,
We're helping to
Sam?
stop human trafficking. What's wrong?
Oh,
with that?
Sam.
What's wrong with him helping to stop human trafficking? By the way, that's one of H3 employees, not her, not the person.
Oh my God, what is wrong? Wait, hold on. I need a minute to recover. Give me a minute,
Start over
please.
if you need to.
I thought she was talking about her friend. I was confused. I thought she was talking about the other friend there. She kept referring to Sam, and I don't know why my brain. Sam, I know who you are. I
I'm right
appreciate
here
everything
every
you
day.
do. I know your name. I need a minute to recover, guys.
Man, it is Wednesday.
Shout out to
Man.
our
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. That's true. Oh, are you really the apology podium, Dan? Shredder's opposed. All right. Give me 1 sec. I just need to make a quick apology if you don't mind hanging on for a sec. Sam, you are loved. You are appreciated. You are seen. I'm well aware
Why are
of
they
your
saying
name.
like Samily in the chat? Like they're spamming,
Congratulations
like,
on the weight loss, by the way. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm jealous, actually.
What? Who cares?
You're talented, funny. Your name is Sam.
It is.
I know exactly who you are. I was confused.
Me.
I'm not. But
Yeah, no,
wow, what a
I-
piece of shit.
Yeah, I was telling, I had told Sam, because the way that it happened was that, again, I was watching the videos, like, it was crazy because the day of the episode I was on, it was your first, like, episode talking about Fresh and Fit, and I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way that my favorite podcast is talking about the podcast I'm about to be on right now. And then from then on, I've just been like, I watch the videos every day, but I would, like, watch the highlights of Fresh and Fit, and you would ask questions, and I would scream at my screen, like, I know the answer, and I just got fed up, and I just DM'd everyone, and Sam got back to me, and yeah, I needed to speak out about this because I think you're the best podcast to speak out about it.
Thank you. Well, thanks for sharing that story. I actually think it's really valuable and a really good story, and I think it's brave of you to share it. I'm sorry you went through that.
Why do all these
really
like?
scary.
Why do all these like 20-year-old girls love fucking H3 so much? I don't get it. Is it like the Trisha Paytas fan base who came in? I just don't understand it.
And kind of horrific. You know, it's
Like, what's the appeal for them?
man.
I'm not mad if they like it, you know, whatever. I'm just curious, like, and I'm not saying there is no appeal. I'm just curious what specifically that appeal is to that demographic for Ethan's show. And then how it got to that. Because I just don't know. Like, I feel like most people who watch them would be, like, teenage boys from the commentary community, you know? Not, like, 20-year-old girls. It just seems like the demographic. I just don't know how that demographic correlates to Ethan's content. And I would love to know, just for, like, analytical purposes and curiosity in general. I'm not trying to insult.
And you don't really understand sometimes how hard. What was that, Zach? Did you say something?
No.
What? You took off your headphones and went blah.
Sam was asking me something. So I
Oh, okay. You responded really loud or something.
Apologies.
That's totally fine. You want the podium or no? Not with podium worthy.
I'll let it slide.
I think it's really brave, and it's a reminder that, you know, a simple going out.
I
as
asked a
woman
friend
can be-
why they watch H3, and they said because he hates the right people. That's really weird. That's interesting and weird. Yeah, maybe these like girls just really love watching H3 talk shit. Maybe like H3 was their first exposure to like real like commentary shit talk, because they were only like knew about YouTube and through like Trisha Paytas and stuff. But if maybe they're like big fans of H3, but if they watched After Hours, they would be bigger fans of After Hours than H3. You know? Maybe they just like introduced him to he introduced them to a type of content they like, but they don't know there's better shit. Maybe that. Everybody spam at the H3 fans on the H3 subreddit. Watch After Hours. It's a good show. You should check it out. A show, be like in the post like, here's a cool show I found that's similar to H3 Podcast. I like it a lot. It is RFC After Hours on youtube.com/AugieRFC. They talk about drama, and it's pretty cool. That's what you guys should say. And then the 20-year-old girl demographic will be like, oh, another podcast like H3, and then they'll get Augie pilled, they'd get Bo Blacks pilled, they'd see the light, their third eye would open, and it'd be like, H3, shit, And then H3 will lose all his subs, and all his subs will come over to our channel, and then we'll have 3 million subs. Augie will get 3 million subs. If you want Augie to get 3 million subs, you'll do that on the Reddit. That's the first step.
Become really scary, and it's not something that men generally think about. It's not. I mean, maybe some do, but it's easy to forget just how weird it can be out there as a woman, as a young woman. And well, I guess stay safe. What's your advice? I mean, how do you avoid these kinds of situations? I mean, you never know.
How do you avoid these situations? Don't take people out to dinner and to their house at 5 o'clock at night alone when you're not interested in being romantic with them. And then when something happens, don't... I mean... Obviously, if all that happens and then you get raped on top of that, that's not okay. But, like, if they come on to you because they have a certain impression and you say no and they back off, then there's no... It's easy. It's a relatively easy situation to avoid. But I'm not a girl. I'm not a young girl, so I wouldn't know. I'm really high.
Yeah, you never know. You know, it's hard to live your life and...
Yeah, no, I feel like because a lot of people that I spoke to about the story, they told me, they're like, well, if you knew how he was,
yeah,
like, on the
victim.
podcast,
Yeah, I
and, like,
feel. Yeah, this is the only situation where you can really like victim blame. Yeah, I feel so bad saying these things that I feel like I'm victim blaming, but I mean, I think that with her situation in particular, there's a lot of ways where it could have been easily avoided. Especially in comparison to some other situations, you know, to comparison to more harsh situations, you know. I mean, it shouldn't happen in the first place, but it's like some things are more avoidable than others, just logically. You know.
One-on-one. The thing is, like, it's so, like, things are just so unexpected, and like the best thing you can do. I'm just glad that I made it out safe. So like,
yeah, I'm
a very big believer in God. So like, I think praying, I mean, like, not everyone's like religious, but like, that's what I do. But I think it's really good to like speak out, of course, due to like, that's why I wanted to bring awareness to it. So like, people know that like, you can share the story and like, you're not like, you know, you're heard, like people hear you. So
look, it doesn't matter. You didn't deserve for all that to happen. And to be honest, like you said, he could have ended up being like a sweet guy. Like, I guess you never know in a way, but
yeah,
I guess sometimes a spade is a spade. Or
but victim blaming doesn't mean riddling women of all of my agency. Yeah, true. Also, I'm not defending Fresh and Fit. Like, Fresh and Fit, like, they seem like weirdos as hell. They seem weirdo as hell, right? I just don't know if they, you know, committed a sex crime. And even the girl telling the story isn't saying that. So I'm on the girl's side. I'm on the girl's side 100%. But that does not mean I'm on Ethan's interpretation. That means I'd be on Fresh and Fit's side because Ethan's going too far with it, dude. Oh, wow.
Yeah, at least I mean, he might just be doing method acting. I don't know, but at least he sticks to his character.
Deep method acting.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for letting me share my story.
Let us know I don't know if there's gonna be blowback from this, but let us know if he starts trying to fuck with you. Okay? You stay in touch with us. All right? Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you so much. Peace and love always, too.
It's his fault. It's not your fault. You're great. You're smart. Go have a great... and
a very good storyteller, I must say.
Great storyteller. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very, very great. And go out there and find yourself a man who will...
Some coconuts in Barbados.
Yeah, find yourself some coconuts in Barbados. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself.
All right. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
This is a serious message. I didn't know that story was going to get so intense. But these red pill guys are dangerous. They're not. These guys are dangerous. Like, I thought Fresh and Fit, I was like, compared to Cobra the human trafficker, These guys seem like you know,
just goofy, harmless,
like Barney the dinosaur or something.
Yeah.
But no, they're actually dangerous too. I mean, how do you live? I don't understand the philosophy. Like, it's so self-defeating. The man is 35 years old. He has never been in a relationship. I mean, that's just sad. It's just sad.
I think, you know, a lot of guys like him get stuck in sort of this self-perpetuating cycle where, you know, they become more and more bitter because they have no success with women. And rather than examine that in an honest way, they just get mad and, you know, concoct these elaborate narratives of the way the world works and how women really are and everything, to sort of shield their own egos from the fact that they're
shitty.
Yeah, I mean, that it's really his own fault.
Dan spoke 100% facts that whole sentence. That whole rant from Dan. Holy shit. He was speaking hardcore facts for those entire, like, 2 minutes or whatever that he rambled. Oh my god. Props to him, man. God dang.
I mean, it's his own shortcomings. Like you said, I mean, I'm not saying the guy is, because I think once we were like, oh, he's a decent looking guy, and everybody's like, no, he's fucking disgusting. But, you know, like you said, he's tall.
He's tall. He's super.
He can be
in
well
shape.
spoken.
Apparently, he has money.
Yeah.
So, like, in his world, he's like, that's all you need. I have everything. I did the equation, but why women still don't want me? It's because you're fucking suck, bro.
Right.
You suck. You suck that bad that you have all those things and women still don't want you. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That you're. I mean, I don't want. It sounded to me like he
Oh my god.
assaulted her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Basically,
Wow.
that's what it
Unquestionably?
sounded like to me.
Whoa,
This is the
Dan.
first
Whoa,
time
whoa,
I've heard
whoa,
this
whoa,
story
whoa.
about him, but I'm gonna bet right now it's not gonna be the last, too. You know?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sure, there's a good chance that that's kind of, and the way that, and these guys,
They're going
man, I
in.
mean,
What
this
the
is a
fuck?
19-year-old girl. What are you guys doing, taking them out and separating them and getting them drunk, and you're not drinking? I mean, guys, what the fuck are you doing? My God. Yeah, so I don't know. These Red Pill guys are not. They're not just harmlessly talking about dating advice. These guys are fucking dangerous, actually. Fresh and Fit, the human trafficker. I don't know what Rollo Tony Browntown's up to, but
Yeah, we don't know enough about Rollo Tony.
I'm not going to
today,
accuse him of
but-
anything.
But
Apparently, he's a family man. He's got daughters and shit. So shout out Rollo Tony. What are you afraid of, Ian?
I am in better shape than you are, Ethan.
Oh yeah. Better to human traffic
So
you.
fucking high.
Ugh. He's like, bro, you're so weak. You probably couldn't even restrain a girl against her will. I was like, that's true, actually.
Acting like he's Harvey
And the Red
Weinstein,
Pill
I know,
community,
right?
fitness is important in case you need to restrain a woman.
Well,
That's
they're
why we like to be
going
fit.
they're going way in. Holy shit. Like when she was in the call, like they were going like a little overboard or whatever, but now they're going like when after she leaves, like, whoa, now I understand where the backlash is. This is where the backlash comes from. God damn, dude.
I was like, okay. Yeah, that's actually, I did not expect that twist, but that is disturbing, man. Holy shit, what a fucking loser and dangerous. I mean, she kept saying that Fresh was a nice guy, and he may well be, but he participated in that whole scheme.
No,
to
he
separate
didn't.
Them and
No,
not be-
he didn't. No one said there was a scheme. Wait, what? No, he didn't. That means you're saying he's accessory to rape? What? Participated in a scheme? How is it a scheme? If it's a scheme to set them up, that means the intention would her to be stranded there, so she couldn't run away if he was like really gonna go at her and fucking rape or whatever. But she was there. The plan, it technically worked, right? With them being separated and like the two people being in the apartment alone, but he didn't do anything. He was grumpy. He wouldn't drive her home. But he let her get an Uber. He let her leave the apartment. You know, he didn't like pull her back and like keep her there. He didn't try to like fuck her after she said no. You know. So how is it a scheme? So how is that a scheme, bro? So how is it a scheme? So how would Fit be? Whoa, he is fucking. Those are some big allegations, dude. He essentially said that Fresh is accessory to rape when he did nothing. When he did absolutely nothing. Holy shit.
Give them ride home. Why are you trying so hard to have sex? There's got to be more to life than debasing yourself to trying to trick a 19-year-old that's sleeping with you.
Trick?
There's got to be like.
How's it
more
a trick?
honor-
She wanted to have dinner with him and come back with him. How's it a trick? How's it a trick? Where's the trick? She never even said it was a trick. You're adding that on. She never said it was a trick. She herself didn't say it was a trick. So why are you adding trick to it, Ethan?
Honorable ways of getting sex too, like go meet someone that actually likes you, and then you can have an arrangement with someone mutual. You don't have to trick people into having sex with you. Like,
It isn't
what
tricking.
the fuck, dude?
What?
Daniel says, I'm 36. I've never had a girlfriend. I'm not red-pilled. Just really unlucky. Don't tar us. Shout out Daniel. There's 36-year-old virgin.
Shout out to
We-
Dan.
We stand you. We support you.
You'll find the one. Don't worry about
Why
it.
don't you reach out to us? I'm curious. I want to talk to you. 36-year-old, never had a girlfriend. That's interesting to me, Daniel. Why don't you reach out? Listen, I'm not saying you're a creep. I'm saying he's 35. The thing is, he's never had a girlfriend. His whole thing was about he's this alpha chick magnet. So
Yeah, I'm
I
sure he
doubt that's your whole
rationalizes it.
persona. It's ironic coming from him.
He probably rationalizes it in his mind that it's like, oh, well, you know, I don't need a girlfriend. I just sleep around, and, you know, I've got lots of women on call. I don't need a girlfriend.
I have relationships with women.
Yeah.
Jordan said, when the caller was describing her situation, I almost had a panic attack because I've been in similar situations many times. Not all men, but some. Yeah, it's scary. It's a rude awakening that not easy being a woman. It can be scary. I'm sure most women have, or many women have,
Or men.
very
Or
similar
men.
stories. People are saying Daniel for the new Bachelor. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Everyone's praying for you, Daniel. We got the whole chat.
Let's go.
We're praying, baby. Get in there. Come on. Daniel. 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 Come on, everybody.
Hey, what are they even
Daniel.
talking about now? What?
In support of AB. He's going in there to kill.
Okay. Fresh and Fit respond to H3. No, it's earlier than this, though, right?
Short. As you guys know, H3.
Where's the allegation response? H3 allegations debunked. Here we go. Oh, there's a lot of chapters on this. Holy shit, look at all these fucking chapters, dude. Oh my god. That's a lot of fucking chapters, buddy.
Why the hell? What the hell's going on today? So some girl that came on the show decided to, make a bunch of, let's see, false allegations. I would say.
I want to say she made some statements that were very incorrect.
Yes.
And
Quite a bit of cap.
It's funny because Charlotte Temple I never would expect that from Tim. You know, like he's an awesome guy. Why would Tim do that to us?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. But I will say this. She called into the show, and quite frankly, Ethan, you fucked up, bro. You really did, because you let on a clout chaser, a fan of yours, right, that was so excited to provide some information without telling y'all the full story. Okay, she made some crazy allegations about us blowing them up, and I feel uncomfortable and all this other bullshit. Well, the difference between us and her is that we have facts. We're not going to go off of feelings. We're going to present the evidence to y'all.
100%.
And you guys can kind of come to a logical conclusion, hopefully, if you know.
And last time this happened, we did a 5-hour live stream.
Yeah.
And it broke down everything. So
Yeah.
here you go again.
Yeah,
Another one.
we're uncancelable guys at this point. I mean,
Also, yeah, Ethan's video has like a shit ton of dislikes. This one doesn't have that many dislikes. It still has probably more dislikes than they would have, but it seems like there's a lot more support for Fresh and Fit than there's for H3. And H3 is a bigger channel, so that's saying something. It was fun. I'm gonna hit the hay. Okay, good night, 3DDXP. Thanks for stopping by. Are you gonna drop a video about this? I don't know. I really don't know. I have to look more into the situation. But I'm definitely gonna re-upload the stream on my second channel, and, you know, a lot of my thoughts are here, so don't necessarily need a video.
and you know, I know I joke about it all the time, but you know, people are gonna come at us, whatever. But the truth always stands, and that's what we're gonna do today. So before we get into it, I'll hit some of these chats real fast.
Shout out to y'all in the chat, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. And then, guys, I'm gonna read the chats that right now, and then from this point forward, Chris, what's the call?
20 and up.
All right, cool.
Just give me a second to pull up the chats because it's new. It's Chrome, so.
Yeah. And guys, we got a new thing that we're gonna roll out for y'all
We
here
have
in a
so
second.
much going on right now behind the scenes. Y'all have
Yeah, y'all
no
don't
idea.
even know, guys. The amount
This
of
is gonna be
evidence we
a
have
chef
is
night
wild.
tonight, bro.
I got 11 pages of notes.
We got chef hats down here too.
We got pictures, video,
Man.
everything. Okay.
Lord.
And we're gonna tell you guys, yo, believe all women is a lie. It should be because anyone is capable of lying. All right, regardless of gender.
Man or woman.
Slow mo. $3 all the way from Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Shout out to you, bro.
Leon VRP, $20. Ethan and friends, listen carefully. The fact that you're fascinated by the red pill shows that you're susceptible to the truth. The door is open. Step in when you're ready. Follow your intuition. Love. Yep. And then $20 from
I'm
Leon
not sure
VRP.
the door will be able to have that space for him to fit in.
Yeah, he's a lost cause, man. Seeing H3 attacking Andrew Tate and FNF is the epitome of people living in the Matrix versus the truth. If you follow the system, you'll descend fast, both physically and spiritually, which sadly is showcased by H3. Love for all. Yeah, bro, they got to be politically correct to maintain their audience, bro. And they like what do I always say though? The left eats itself. That's why they lost their sponsors. 3 Diglett, $100. BBC gang, we up. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Darnie, $2 all the way from Australia. Appreciate that. Homie Clicks, $1 with popcorn. Thank you so much. Young Thug, tread lightly, Ethan.
Yo,
with
what
the picture.
Free YSL,
Y'all
Young
hilarious.
Thug and Gunna, man.
Nathan, need believe all men defending black girl tease. Okay. $5. Hero the hero. I guess people still haven't learned from the 5-hour stream that false accusations won't work over here now. Excuse me while I clap this little poodle's cheeks. All right. Oh, that's your dog.
That's my
okay.
dog.
And then, regardless of what happened, there's a lot of things we can learn from this situation. FNF, BBC gang, we up. Let's fucking go. Absolutely.
Let's
Got
go.
y'all. Buy one BBL, get one free. Friday 13th is fitting for exposing one-sided stories. Got my popcorn ready because someone's about to have a bad day. That's
Shout
a
to you,
fact, bro. Pharaoh attempt. I activate the spell card polymerization by combining everyone on H3 and the Beanie Girl. I fusion summon Amy Schumer, the fat whale.
You triggered my trap card!
Which is the
Yo.
truth. Monica Page, want to say I'm still watching. Love, I'm ready. Thank you. And Kashi goes, shout out to FNF Team Myron. Got
I love
chef
the
hat ready
supersonic
to cook these
transform
fools.
sound.
And to those haters out there, Wap Con George. Okay.
What does that
And
mean?
Then, probably something.
It's
in
in Creole, Haitian Creole.
Oh,
what does that mean?
Wapkon George. That's kind of like a finger wagging thing.
Ah,
Long story.
okay.
Okay.
Johnny Depp, $10. J-Lo's ex Mark Anthony and Gary Vee just got engaged to chicks 30 years younger than them. Tell H3.
Can we skip the fucking super chats?
After our show, we're gonna cover this from A to fucking Z. And honestly, guys, if there's one thing you can take away from this episode, it's that we live in a world nowadays where if you're a man, you're guilty until proven innocent instead of innocent until proven guilty. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but in the H3 comment section, their, chat, which is a whole bunch of, members for a reason, by the way, because people there clearly don't have independent thought or lack critical thought. They're over here just believing her on everything that she said, even when she said a bunch of things that weren't consistent. But it's okay. I love it.
Oh, did she say something inconsistent?
And they were putting words in her mouth.
She might have said something inconsistent. I wasn't paying. I should have paid more attention.
Yep. Second by second, minute by minute, and we're gonna cover and dissect this thing and show you guys the ridiculousness of how what happens when you live in a society where they're all believe all women without hearing the other side, which may present some facts that are irrefutable at this point. So cool. So guys, we have something since we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We're gonna debut something for y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have the cap counter. Okay, guys, and this cap counter is gonna be used to illustrate how many times they lie on this broadcast, okay? And because they lied quite a bit of times. So we're going to see how high it goes up. I structured it for up to triple digits because who knows. And yeah, man. So we're going to be reacting to their video. It's going to be hilarious. And Fresh allegedly are capping according to the thing. But so yeah, guys. So that's what we're going to do. So welcome to Fresh and Fit. The debut of the cap counter. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and pull up this video, Chris.
Yep.
And guys, the video we're going to be reacting to is a video where a girl that came on our show back in January, I think January 24th to be exact. Okay. Her name is Danny. She already doxed herself. I mean, you called into a show saying I've been on the show. Oh, I kind of wanted to show myself, but not really. Like, bro, are you fucking stupid?
You know what happens?
Calling into a show with 25,000 plus watching?
They come to our episode and watch you. You say your name, your age, what you do for a living. So, like, they know who you are already.
They had you identified in 2 seconds, you fucking dummy.
Stupid. You look like the one that looks like Tim Pool.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, the one with the beanie.
Yeah, they knew right away.
Who you are. Like,
they knew right away who you were, bro. So
Talk
it's like,
yourself, nigga.
Yeah, you done good.
All right, so I'm putting up the video, right? This one, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Make sure. All right, perfect. So, do you have a
147?
There we go.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's have
Fit
fun with
was 35, and Fresh.
Wait, do they react to the whole thing, or just parts of it? Oh, it looks like it's just parts of it. Yeah.
Was 28.
How long do they react to H3 for? I wonder. Conversation. Girl is okay. Just checking the chapters to see how long the H3 thing lasts. Oh, it's almost a whole stream. Wait, until they take callers. Yeah, it's literally for 4.5 hours they go on this. Jesus. Oh, this is going to be such a big topic to cover in a video. I don't know if I can make a video on this, guys. They have a 4 hour and 30-minute response. Oh my god. We'll keep watching for a bit, but...
her friend had been seeing...
Number 1 lie already. I'm 31 at that time.
That's one bit.
Okay, so that's 1. Let's continue on.
Okay.
Fresh. And our guest flew down to Miami to visit her friend. Walter invited them. Walter's Fresh. Walter invited
I'm
them
sure
on
the echo will
podcast.
fix soon.
Right,
It's from their stream, not mine.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Fresh would boys encourage all the girls to drink before and during the podcast. That's interesting.
So, just to rewind a little bit, they said, I invited him on the podcast. She was begging me, hey, can I come on the podcast? Multiple times. And I was like...
And she even says it on the phone call, too.
Yeah, we got evidence, man. So, all this is going to be covered, but this is count number 2.
Already. And again, this is what happens when you're so desperate to make us look a certain way without checking all the facts.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's keep going.
Choose 19.
Echo. There's an echo. Sorry, guys. Give us 1 second. We're going to handle that right now with the echo. Mo.
Let's see real quick.
If anything, Yep. Let's see. 1 second.
Don't worry, guys. We have a backup right now. We got y'all.
Where?
Yeah, let's try that. Yep, that'll probably fix the situation.
Cool. Let's try again.
Okay, let's try play. Give us one in the chat if the sound is good, guys.
One if you can hear, guys.
Yep.
All right.
Visit her friend. Walter invited them. Walter's fresh. Walter invited them on the podcast and told her.
Fresh, right? Yes. I got them confused. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Pressure employees encourage all the girls to drink before and during the podcast. That's interesting. She was 19.
Pause. Cap
Are we gonna have the lovely
number 3?
ladies? This is cap number 3.
So we had people that were there the same night, right?
Yeah.
That were in the same environment. It's everything. So, ladies, can you tell us what happened that night when you were here?
Okay.
They just interview girls?
That girl, I guess specifically, only drank water.
They just bring in girls to interview to shit talk. Oh my god, bro.
I mean, good choice because you're underage. I mean,
what did Chris say before? Like, what did Chris say all the time before each show to all the girls?
there's always a courtesy offer if you guys want to drink anything. For the most part, I mean, there's alcohol available, there's water, there's juice, there's a bunch of stuff here. So it's not, do you guys want to drink alcohol? It's, do you guys want anything? Make yourself at home. This is the restroom. Take your shoes off at the door if you guys want anything to drink, and you know, just kind of make yourself at home.
Do we ever at any time like tell the girls, hey, you need a drink, or put like any kind of like pressure on them to drink alcohol?
Never.
If anything, I tell the girls all the time, yo, it'd be better if you don't drink, or if you are, you know, keep it to a minimum, because we actually do want to have like, you know, good conversations with the girls.
High IQ combos, but
yeah, we're not trying to sit here and like be on some fuck shit, because I don't know if you guys know, you guys might be new to Fresh and Fit, but when
Dude, me sitting here in the corner looking the way I do, playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and listening to a podcast, an alpha man like red pill podcast talking about like, oh my god, dude. I look, if someone takes like a screen cap of this and posts it on Twitter, like I just look like a fucking incel on Twitch just playing Sonic. Holy shit.
when girls get too lit, it's a problem, and it's a pain in the ass to get them out of here. All right, we've had to kick girls out so many times, getting altercations, getting punched and attacked and all this other shit with these crazy chicks. Blicky's getting pulled out. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want girls to get lit when they come in here, guys. I know, makes for great radios, drama, whatever it is. But we actively tell the girls, don't get fucked up. A lot of times when the girls are fucked up, guys, they come here drunk on their own.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be like going to the club after, whatever, maybe.
Or you take away, like I've seen you a couple times taking away drinks from girls. Like that's enough for you.
Yeah.
You're done.
So on that day, she had a White Claw. And here's the other thing too I want to show. So pull up that that video real quick, Chris, because she's gonna make an insinuation, right, that we force the girls to drink, and it's in the H3. It's in that folder. And this is a story that Chris actually took.
Okay, 1 second.
It's so funny, guys. This is why you have to record.
Yeah, bro.
Most things,
This is
because
wild.
Evidence is there for a reason.
Yeah. So as you guys can see, like he hasn't even brought her on yet, and there's already like a bunch of bullshit. Because guys, I want you guys to understand what's going on here.
Monday we
They
are
had,
here.
Chris, yeah.
Yeah, just give me a second, because I'm doing lots of things.
Okay, so the thing is, guys, is that what they do is they had her call in, right? And they took information from her prior, and they verified a bunch of things. They did. That's a good job. They verified that she was actually on the show and all this other stuff. But
what's up? Thank you for the raid, bro. How you doing? We're checking out the H3 versus Fresh and Fitness right now because I wasn't caught up on the situation. We watched the H3 portion. Now we're watching some of the Fresh and Fit response. While looking up the Fresh and Fit response, I did actually see, I think, one of your videos on this was up. So, Chris Chan raid, Chris Chan, what's up? What's you got out of jail? Yo, did the dimension merge? Did you meet Lisa Simpson in jail? What's up, Chris Chan? How you doing? All right, let's continue listening to this. Oh, and I'm also trying to 100% Sonic 3 and Knuckles for the first time. So, that's cool as well. one thing we haven't mentioned yet is when Def Noodles will run the story. Has he run Fresh and Fit story? If Def Noodles runs it, he'll be biased towards Ethan 100%. Did he run the story though? Or did he avoid it? He's definitely avoiding it on purpose. If he hasn't run it yet. Because this is like a couple weeks old right now.
But she only sent them what she wanted them to see.
Yep.
She only sent them screenshots of conversations. She didn't show the whole thing. And the difference...
The reason why I missed this drama is because it actually started like right when I started leaving for Tampa. So that's kind of why I missed it. Because it says it came out on May 13th, and I left May 13th too. I go to Tampa for Creator Clash, so...
Between us and them is, guys, I got the full conversation. And not only did I have the full conversation, I screen recorded it, and I got the timestamps in there. I moved my thumb to the left so y'all can see the times, dates, all that other stuff. Full conversation, full context, because she's out here lying, showing you guys what she wants to show you guys, not the full thing. So this was on the day of the show.
And she also mentioned that she doesn't really drink like that, right?
Oh, man.
We have evidence showing they drink like sailors, bro, and they're underage.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Exactly.
We don't drink, guys. So there you go.
So,
What
all right, so
the
this
fuck,
is the night
that sound
of this is Chris
effect?
taking a story. As you guys can
So
see, Bianca
Tarda.
is there. She has her bang energy because she's going to hit the gym. And then you can see Zayn on the left. Was that water or was that a Starbucks drink?
Both.
Yeah,
I was
okay,
drinking both.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead.
Def did a segment on Fresh and Fit thing before Ethan did? Wait, what? No, I mean about Ethan versus Fresh and Fit, not like specifically.
Hit that. Play that thing real quick, Chris.
Yep. To a Monday, we out here.
So they're those two are right.
Say the one beanie. Water.
Bill. Let's get it.
So, yeah.
Monday.
So wait a second. Hold on. If Chris was forcing every girl to drink that night, why is she drinking water?
Yeah.
Why is she drinking bang?
Coffee.
Like it's funny to me. So Bianca, could you tell us what happened that night as well?
I was
with-
actually the one that I asked them what they wanted, and they said that they wanted White Claw. And so then I asked them what flavor they wanted. And
Thank you.
I was the one that was like going through the cans, picking the flavor that they wanted.
So wait, she said the flavor she even wanted too?
Yeah.
Listen, man, she said it. Chris forced her.
Yeah,
drink this.
Yeah.
Drink this.
Drink a
girl.
little more.
Come on, man, don't be
my
lame.
God. Drink a little more.
Don't be lame.
Man. So
The
so
fuck are
yeah,
these
force the girls to
sounds?
drink, guys. You know, why do they have some water, bang energy drink?
so fucking high.
You know what I'm saying?
Why didn't you
Like,
guys tell me to get high?
She
and
looks so
drink
distressed
this?
right now,
I'm
guys.
fucking-
Yeah, so we're forcing her, guys.
She's in pain.
Oh, she's in pain, guys. Look at her face.
Mind you, 19 years old, able to travel to Florida on your own, come down to Miami from Jersey, right?
Oh.
But you don't have the ability to say no. Okay, fantastic. Okay.
Lovely.
So,
So we'll continue the video because like we want to hear that part where she says that.
yeah, she actually says it. But now y'all see, like,
receipts, baby.
yeah, receipts,
Real
bro.
talk, man.
We're just getting into this shit. All right.
Upon arriving in the studio, our guest had to sign. So she signed a media release and was briefed on certain things. Don't interrupt Myron. They tell them that before they go on.
Pause it.
What the frick?
Of course, one mic at a time. Everyone has respect on a panel. If you talk, I shut up. If I talk, you shut up.
Yep.
That's how we move. So everyone gets to say their point of view. Easy.
And the other thing too is that I say things that trigger girls a lot of the time. So let's be honest, they'll want to interject or whatever. And the other thing too, Ethan, that you got to understand is that unlike you, we bring people on the show, right, that are not media trained. Okay, you're more concerned about people wearing masks and being vaxxed and everything else like that, which is why when we challenge you, said we'll go over there and you asked us all these questions about vaccinations or whatever. Like us, we bring people on, they're not necessarily media trained, which means they don't understand the concept of one mic at a time. They don't understand that you need to be one fist away from a Shure SM7B. They don't know this stuff. Okay, so we have to give them rules and parameters prior to the show so they don't hurt the quality of the show. Okay. But you don't know that because you don't let anyone into your studio because you're so scared of, you know,
of the virus.
Of the virus.
Oh my God.
Okay. So let's continue on.
They're anti-vaxxers? Well, not anti-vax. Because they didn't mention vax.
Oh, weird.
Or did they mention
Wait for
vax?
your
I
turn
don't know,
to
I'm high as
speak.
hell.
No shoes in the studio? What has he got? Little cameras down there to get little spy footage of their feet?
What?
And don't look at your chat or camera during the show. I think that's interesting, but don't interrupt Myron is pretty pathetic. And wait for your turn to speak.
Well, we've seen examples when we've reacted to their content before that when he
left.
feels like he's being interrupted, he gets very tricky.
He left. The one that went viral was that girl.
Right.
The dude couldn't. Well, anyway, let's talk to her because she has a lot of interesting.
All right. I emailed her a moment ago with the link and said hop on. So just waiting.
So this level of Sonic 3 gives me so much nostalgia because it's like the first level of Sonic and Knuckles, which I played a lot on the Sonic Mega Collection or whatever for GameCube. So I have like a lot of nostalgia, and those like little traps, I didn't know you had to spin dash out of it because I didn't know the spin dash was in the game because I was used to playing Sonic 1. Oh, good times, man.
Should be here any.
And just so you guys know, these guys used to wear masks in the studio when they were used to do this pod. So I think now that they finally took their masks off, okay, and they're doing it without masks, which is amazing. So let's continue on.
Second now, but yeah, don't have her yet.
Smoking on
Is she in the lobby?
I'll be back.
No.
Alrighty.
So they have her in the back,
Yeah, wreck.
right? They got her in the back waiting, and they're trying to get her on the line or whatever else like that. But they pre-screened and they talked with her before preparing for this stuff, and they verified who she was. They didn't do their homework all the way, which we're gonna do it for y'all. Don't worry, L3, we got y'all. But let's continue on.
Record scratch moment. Well, apparently, let's see what's on his Fed.
Yeah, let's explore it a little
channel. Man, I love that his YouTube channel got him fired.
Pause.
Cap.
No, it did not. I resigned willingly. Okay, so nice try again, and I could go back if I wanted to. So, L again. Let's continue on.
Bet it.
Oh, she is in the lobby.
Let's sort by most popular.
So whenever
Most
you're ready.
popular upload. Why King Von would spend life in prison alive.
If alive. Okay.
To be honest, I don't know any of these people he's talking about.
Okay. We'll listen to hip hop. Fantastic.
Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. Love your insight. I'm sure you have a really good insight on that one. He's the only guy being like, Jeffrey Epstein was 100% innocent.
Oh, no.
And I know it because I'm a federal agent. That man did absolutely nothing wrong, and I've been to his island many times, and I never saw any.
Okay. Lied again. Pull up the Epstein video real quick. 3810. 13810.
Bam.
We ain't fucking around today, guys. We're not
Yo.
fucking around. Because here's the thing. He's trying to set up the frame from the beginning.
Yeah.
That we are, that we're like predators or creeps or whatever it may be. Yep, there you go. That's it, Chris.
Bam.
So, and I already have it ready to go. Hit play.
Let me see make sure it's unmuted. Okay.
So this is the
Stated
video.
not. And guys, this is important.
So just to give you guys a little bit of context here, this is me breaking down the case. I'm reading the police report from the Epstein case, where a lot of the victims describe themselves massaging Epstein, whatever it may be. You know, the kind of the disturbing facts of the case, right? So, and I'm in the middle of breaking it down. If you guys want to see the full breakdown, feel free to check it out on Fed 1811. But he's saying that I agree with him or he did nothing wrong. Okay, let's hit play on this.
That they say this because this creates the element like, hey, why are you getting younger girls that aren't trained to massage you? That's why the police keep asking this question, by the way. It adds more to the nefarious goals of Epstein, that he's getting a bunch of young girls that have zero massage training to rub his back. Okay, they're trying to eliminate any type of potential explanation that he might try to come up with.
Pause. Okay, Ethan, you might be stupid. So the definition of nefarious is typically of an action or activity wicked or criminal. Okay, so you lied again. Let's continue on with his stupid video.
Another cap.
Yeah, another lie.
Interesting.
So let me stop the screen. There we go.
Again, he's trying to paint, and I want the audience to really see what he's doing here.
Yeah.
He's trying to paint a light like, oh, this is a predator. Look, he agreed with Epstein. We just proved that you're wrong again. So let's continue on.
And he's forcing it too.
Yep.
It's there.
So she is in the lobby if you'd like me to.
All right, let's do it.
All right, 1 second.
That's where the fun begins, guys.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Very good. Thanks for calling.
Yes, of course. I've been a big fan for a while, so it was
Yeah, maybe we should have watched this version from the beginning because he's gonna just rewatch everything we saw. Damn.
convenient that I went on Fresh and Fit. So
Thank you so much. So,
I'm a big fan. This is going to be objective, isn't it? This is going to be fantastic. Let's do it.
So basically, this was January, the beginning of the year. Oh, I can hear myself. Am I on speaker or something? You're coming in real nice and crisp.
Okay, 151. So guys, we do it live.
Yeah,
Man, I want to say something, but I'm not gonna say it, bro. I'm gonna just say,
yeah,
my chinny chin chin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the echo's gone. So you appeared at the beginning of the year. Now, how did you end up on the show?
So basically what had happened was I had she's my best friend, one of my best friends. She lived out where I live in right now. I live in New Jersey. So she moved out to Miami around like November, September of last year. And when she moved out to Miami, she was like, she had her own apartment. So she was looking for something to financially like support her. So she went on this site where it was like a dating type of site. And, you know, it was for financially, you know,
Sugar
like
daddy.
relationships. Yeah.
All right.
And so she met Fresh on that site.
Dude, that's awesome.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure they previously had gotten exposed for that. Like I think a year ago, how they had like a whole dating show, but they were found on this app. So it was kind of contradicting, but
Lovely.
Pull up the August 20th video.
The fucking record screech, Jesus. So aggressive.
Yo, we're not fucking
Bro.
around here, bro.
Maybe I just have
like,
beta
They don't
ears,
know
but
us, bro.
like,
another cap.
They just took information and said, "Oh, exposed."
Let's run with this.
Nigga, we've been doing this for what? 2 years now?
Yeah, 2 years, bro. It's gonna be 2 years here in a
It's the
second,
easiest
man.
finesse ever, bro.
So the thing is about this video, guys, is in this video, and it's an old video. This
Yeah.
is one of our first podcasts, actually.
Yeah.
And in it, guys, we talk about improving your online dating, okay? And we describe the different apps that you can use to get girls. We've been open
Yeah.
about this since the
Dating
beginning.
apps, Instagram.
Hell, we didn't even
sugar
have this
sites.
podcast studio. This is damn near 2 years ago.
August 20th, 2020.
Okay, so again, let's continue. So hit the we can hit play. I got it ready right there.
Okay.
Of how the girl thinks of
damn,
you.
they grew a
So, for
lot
example,
if that
Tinder,
was them only 2 years
that could
ago.
be any dude she wants to meet and probably get a fling with, one night stand, or even well, not really relationships, but you get it, one night stands. So that's kind of like your perception of you on the app.
Wait, who's that in the chat right there? Aaron Foxon? That's me right there? Oh, shit.
Hey, you was a fan, nigga.
Yeah, I was a fan back then. Hey, I was there, man.
Bumble, the girls have all the power, so you're kind of like below, waiting for them to approve you to even talk to them basically. And then you got like Chispa, you got a Hinge. So depending on what app you use is going to determine how she looks at you. Now, also as well, there's one that we use as well. I don't know if you want to say.
I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'm too high. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Nobody cares about Fresh and Fitness anymore. It's over. I just want to listen to this Sonic music, dude. Listen to this shit, dude. Fucking popping, it's pumping, dude. Can I turn up the volume? No. Dude, it's Flying Battery Zone from Sonic Mania. Wow, I can't believe they just copied levels from Sonic Mania. You are super low? What? Why? How? I don't think I am. What? Oh, how high am I, bro? How high am I? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done playing for now. I won't be able to, like, function soon. Where is it? Let's see what's up, dude. Debating someone who thinks I'm a Nazi. Bruh. Okay, let's raid someone. Let's raid someone. Alright. You guys got me too high. It's all over. It's literally all over. It's all over, dude. Smash or pass Nicholas Diorio? I don't fucking know. Pass. What the oh, yeah, I followed this person because she was the person who,
More than 2 seconds.
Freaking shut
Kev
up.
too nice.
She was the person who the 3 holes thing with Haas happened, and I was doing research. What if we raid Keffels? Oh my god. What if we just raid Keffels, dude? If you guys are nice and it's not a hate raid, then guys, be nice to Keffels, alright? If we raid, be nice. We're all banned from the chat. I'd rather get docs than you raiding Keffels. Bruh, but how funny would it be? It's either that or Proton John or Dark Viper. You cannot raid this channel? What? You cannot raid this channel. The channel's unraidable. Wait, her channel is unraidable. Okay, let it be known that I was gonna raid Keffels, alright? Let it be known. Fuck. Is there anyone, like, cool? Like, everyone else fucking sucks, dude. Whatever. Alright, enjoy Dark Viper AU's stream. I will see you another day. Good night.